Hello, hello. Welcome to a brand new Do Not Worry stream. I'm your host, Anthony, coming to you guys live and hungover from the heart of these United States in the capital. I mean, not really. I'm in Northern Virginia. Close enough. How's everybody doing? Welcome. I am hungover for the first time in a while. I think like a year. It's anytime I see one of my friends, anytime I see that guy, we get into drinking. Folks, as you guys know, I'm here for a wedding. I'm here in the States for one of my best friend's weddings, and yesterday was the welcome drink. Usually in Lebanon, I'm used to having the welcome drink and the wedding are on the same day. You start with the welcome drink, and then you move on to the wedding ceremony begins. Here in America, or I guess for destination weddings, I guess if people have to travel, I guess they end up doing like a 2-day thing. So yesterday were the welcome drinks. Had a very fun night, to be honest with you guys. I got to see some of my best friends from college, people that I haven't seen in like 7 years or like 6 years. So it was fucking awesome. If I can be real, it was super nice. Great reunion. Took plenty of photos with my friends. Drank. I didn't even drink that much. I have such a low tolerance. I drink such little alcohol that I had 4 cups of wine. I mean, 4 cups of wine isn't little, but like they weren't like big glasses, like little, small little, those little plastic cups of wine. I had 4 of those, and I had 2 cocktails, 2 gin and tonics, but it was like with ginger. Delicious. A lot of ginger in that drink. Very tasty. But like I had 2 gin tonics basically and 4 cups of white wine. And holy shit, dude, I was fucked. I was fucked up, but I felt pretty good. Like in Lebanon, I don't know, man. There's something wrong with the alcohol in Lebanon. We use the word madroob. Like it's been like tampered with or something. Anytime you have any amount of drink in Lebanon, dude, I feel like I'm gonna barf right after. It's so fucking bad. Here, felt like pretty clean alcohol. I was like, ooh, don't feel all that bad. But I mean, I woke up in the middle of the night feeling kind of shitty. I'm not gonna lie. And then I woke up in the morning feeling pretty shitty. So I'm not used to this anymore. I don't enjoy drinking. I don't like drinking, but I'm gonna have to do it again tonight. Round 2, baby. So trying to recover a little bit today. Had some carbs in the morning. Trying to drink a bunch. Plus, I woke up to some good news. Noah Samsen defeats. I mean, he didn't technically have to beat Ethan because Ethan dropped the lawsuit, but like, hey, that counts as a victory. That counts as a defeat. How's everyone doing, by the way? Haley, hello, hello. Samsum, Marinanimous, Ingenious Baboon, Slaploma, Briarleaf, Villamina, Politics, Ava Lesko, Dried Coconut, Gone Coloring, Ray. How's everyone doing? How's everyone doing? So I have like 3 hours to stream today because then I got to get ready for the wedding. I got to get ready for the actual wedding today. God, it was so nice. Billy says switch to beer. Beer is so filling. Beer makes me want to pee a lot, But yeah, I just don't enjoy drinking. I don't enjoy drinking. But the company was honestly like so nice. It was just so refreshing to be with like such good old friends that I like. We know each other inside and out. Even what's nice about these kinds of relationships is that you can not see each other for years, and then as soon as you're back together, it's like no time has passed. You still have all the inside jokes, the lingo. It was like a fucking family reunion, to be honest with you. And most of the people that I ran into yesterday, I've lived with. Like they were all my housemates or my roommates or my flatmates or suite mates at some point in my life. So it was just super fucking nice. I really needed that shit. You know what I'm saying? I needed it. I needed to feel that love from my friends. So it was very nice, and I'm super excited. And there's a couple of people that didn't get to make it yesterday to the welcome drink that I'm going to be seeing today, so it's even more exciting. I'm kind of like, I'm looking forward to it. Haley says, I'd rather eat bread. I had some bread this morning. I had some neish. My dad made like Lebanese style breakfast, manouche with za'atar and cheese. So I had some of those. Those helped. Drink bread. I also was drinking a lot of water yesterday. Once I felt myself getting pretty drunk, I started to down, I had like 4 glasses of water. After I had the wine, I had a bunch of water. Then I had the gin and tonics. So, and then I was alternating between the gin and tonic water. That also made a big difference in the latter half of the night. Suit pick. You guys are going to get a suit pick. I'm going to do a suit stream. I'm going to get a suit stream eventually too. So you guys, you guys will get a suit pick, and then we'll do a whole stream with the suit once the wedding's done. Once I can ruin the suit, I'll do a full stream in that fucking suit. And yeah, WeChat go crazy. Sarah, what is a surprise? If I tell you, it won't be a surprise. Will it now? Okay, before we get going, folks, let me just take a second to remind you guys, if you guys want to support the channel, you can consider becoming a member. We have a membership goal of 600 members. We're at 425. Thank you guys so much. That's fucking awesome. Let me thank some of our lovely YouTube members. Whether you've been a member for There we go. Nice. Those are nice sneezes. If you've been a member for 10 months, like Wilhelmina, thank you so much. Wilhelmina, by the way, just became a patron as well. Wilhelmina, you're crazy. Thank you so much. Or you've been a member for 4 days, like Suyashu Shenai. Sorry, wait. Suyash Shenai 23. We love and appreciate you. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Let me thank some of our lovely members, such as Down with W's, Ask Elijah, our old co-host, Samba X Rock, No Nubix. Also, a bunch of you guys are in the chat right now. We got Phyllis Glassup, Mr. Derealers, Super Zero Kid, Nimi 102191, Namada Wretch, and also Beat of the Teehee. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate you. Whether you've been a member again for 1 day, you've been gifted your membership, or you're out there paying for your memberships months and months at a time, we thank you and appreciate you so much. You guys get exclusive content on the channel, so definitely consider becoming a member to get access to those live streams, etc. Jenny Sketty, holy shit, just gifted 5 Do Not Worry memberships. Let's go. Janetti, thanks so much. It's so kind. Holy shit. That's very kind. Thank you. Thank you. We're not worthy. I am not worthy, folks. And also, lovely patrons. Yeah, I want to thank 2 brand new patrons. So Wilhelmina, who we thanked, just became a patron. Wilhelmina, a member and a patron. That's crazy. Thank you so much for joining. And Jordan M, who used to be a patron. Last time I think he sent a super chat. I was like, hey, Jordan's also a patron. I think he had canceled his Patreon by then. When he heard me say Jordan is also a patron, he re-upped his Patreon. That made me feel so bad. You guys don't have to do that. If I still think you're a patron, go with it. Don't re-sign up for the Patreon. So Jordan, thank you for being a patron in the past. You did not have to re-up your Patreon, man. You sending a super chat or you being a member, whatever you do is always more than enough. So then I felt, when I saw the email, I'm like, holy shit, did he feel like, so Jordan M, thank you so much for re-becoming a patron. That is so fucking kind. But next time, if I say someone's a patron and you're no longer a patron, that does not mean you need to re-sign up to Patreon. Even if you're a patron for 1 day, thank you. We appreciate you. We love you. So the thank you still stands. Very kind of you, Jordan, for becoming a patron. We love and appreciate you. Mustafa, holy shit, just gifted another 5 Do Not Worry memberships. That's crazy. What's going on? Haley with what? Guys, what's going on? What is going on? Mustafa just gifted 5 memberships. Mustafa, thank you so much. And Haley D with 10 gifted memberships. We're at 20 memberships. What in the hell is happening? What in the hell is happening? You guys are crazy. Guys, I want W's for Haley. I want W's for Mustafa. I want W's for Janetti. What the fuck? My hangover is cured. You guys have cured my hangover. That's so fucking sweet. I don't even know what to say. Virtual hugs for everyone, guys. Virtual hugs for everyone. Holy shit. What a community. What a community. I got to update the number now, man. We have a pretty busy live stream this morning. I'm going to try to get through as much of this as possible because we have to talk about some Grand Platner updates with Ryan Grimm and Emma Vigeland. There's the Noah Samsen situation. There's Clavicular in Israel. I wanted to shit more on Argentina and talk about the Egypt stuff a little bit more, but if we have time, we'll get to that. I was planning on starting the episode with more Argentina hate and more Egypt love, but I think it's going to be tough. Zenith Star, who's been a member for 4 months, says W's for everyone. Thank you so much. Zenith, thank you for being a member for 4 months. And again, Haley D, cannot thank you enough. Mustafa, so fucking kind. Janetti Sketty, can't thank all of you guys enough. You guys are fucking awesome. Holy shit. What a way to start the stream. Goddamn, you guys are awesome. We're going to begin the stream by talking about, because I got to try to finish in 3 hours. Yeah, 3 hours. We have max 3 hours to go, guys. Max 3 hours to go. So we're going to start with the Ryan Grimm, Graham Platner, Emma Vigeland. As you guys know, I've been very vocal on the show about my anti-Graham Platner feelings, especially once he ended up dropping out. And I've just really, I've had a problem with people that have tried to defend them or trying to excuse or shame his accuser after her allegations about rape, etc. We've heard some really fucking vile things, particularly, I want to say, from like Ryan Grimm and Anna Kasparian. I know a lot of people have defended Graham Platner in the past, but to me, no one has done a more damaging job and like contributed to, like, when you say women, when we talk about women being afraid of coming forward and feeling discouraged of coming forward because of people's reactions, people like Ryan Grimm and Anna Kasparian are to blame for something like that. Like when Anna gets on her fucking show and says and asks why she didn't call the cops or why she would let her abuser sleep in the same house, that's fucking insane. And that makes other victims that want to speak out, it makes them think twice before speaking out because of reactions like that. And when Ryan Grimm goes, well, she asked for a buttocks, for a glute massage, then she kind of, like, you know, the implication is there. I talked about it at length. We don't need to go over that again. But anyways, Ryan Grimm got called out by a whole bunch of people. And these are just some of his like responses to people. Like Ryan Grimm is in the midst of a glorious crash out because people have finally woken up to the fact that he's a rape apologist. Here's just some of his like responses to people. Like, if Politico had in fact reported that a text she sent was misinterpreted as an invitation, that would be different. But they didn't. And Jenny was honest with Politico and CNN and WAPO about that. And Politico chose not to include it. So he's trying to make it look like I'm just talking about their journalistic integrity. I'm not trying to cast doubt on what she said. I'm just talking about Politico and why they chose not to include it. It's like, yeah, sure, you can fucking say that, but what you're doing is pretty fucking clear. He's been fucking fangirling and glazing Graham Platner for months and months and months and months. And as soon as it seems like it's done for Graham Platner, he starts bringing up the glute massage. And it's like, why are you trying to muddy the waters, motherfucker? So it was very disgusting. It's absolutely not an invitation for rape. Totally agree. As a writer, would you have included the detail in your story? No, because it makes no fucking sense. And even Ryan, when he said that there was an invitation or there was like a mention of a glute massage, he even mentions 2 seconds later, she told him not to come. She told him not to come. So whatever she told him, whatever she invited him to, even if she told him, hey, come over, we're going to make love tonight. As soon as she tells him, hey, actually, don't come, I've changed my mind, then it doesn't change anything. Even if she had invited him, even if he came over, even if they were midway through a sex act, consent can be retracted at any fucking second. So just shame on, I've unfollowed Ryan Grimm. I'm not going to be watching Breaking Points anymore, at least when he's on. I'm never going to watch that, or Sagar, TYT. Not that I was ever fucking watching TYT, but I was following Anna Kasparian on Twitter because of her Palestine takes. Completely done, over, done with the Majority Report. Unless I see and I hear something that makes me comfortable to maybe ever listen to these people again, because they're people that I've enjoyed and listened to for a very long time. I know a lot of you guys have as well. So anyways, we're not going to read all this stuff. Dropsite then put out a tweet a couple days ago. Yesterday, our post on Politico's reporting on the sexual assault allegations against Graham Platner was intended to summarize reporting Ryan Grimm discussed on Breaking Points regarding details Politico omitted from its story. The language of our post left the impression that text messages by Platner's accuser, Jenny Rasicot, are relevant to whether she was raped or not in any way justify the alleged assault she described. That was not the intention and is not the position of Dropsite or Ryan. We genuinely value the feedback and criticism we have received from many readers and have deleted the post. Yeah, they also value the fact that people have been canceling their fucking memberships and unsubscribing. So, of course, they're going to put out their statement, but it doesn't really help when when their social media fucking manager, this fucking freak called Children of Darkness, which she had a crazy tweet that I had quote tweeted, but he deleted it. But I screenshotted most of it, so I can't read the whole thing. But it says, he literally said this: I can't believe anyone is disagreeing with this. Do you not think it's important to mention that the reason Platner thought he could go to her place initially is because she was flirtatiously inviting, and then that's where my screenshot ends. But he was basically saying, like, she flirtatiously invited him to give him a massage. So just the fact that she's like, hey, I need a glute massage. She's like, she's flirtatiously invited him. Of course he's going to assume that he can go over. Like, 100% rape apologia 101. This guy's fucking disgusting. I can't believe this guy's still employed by, like, and I'm not one to, like, try to get people fired or, like, cancel people. I don't give a shit. But, like, this guy pretending to be a fucking leftist, being the head of Dropsite's fucking social media, putting out fucking unhinged tweets. Like, look at this. He put out this tweet of a Kyle Kalinske just yesterday, 2 days ago. Says, I miss this guy.
Are we really doing this as fascism is rapidly taking over this country? Is that what we're doing? Are we actually doing this as innocent immigrants are being frog marched into concentration camps and they're being tortured and raped? Are we really doing this as Trump is protecting the Epstein class cabal of pedophile rapists? Are we really doing this as Trump launches a new war every other week and is illegally attacking Iran and bombing schools and hospitals? Are we really doing this as Trump and his billionaire buddies loot the treasury and rob us fucking blind? Are we really doing this as we're on the brink of a fucking Great Depression because of Trump's incompetence and stupidity and mismanagement?
So basically, their logic has been, Trump is bad, what's going on is worse, so we need to elect whoever the fuck we can. Doesn't matter what their past is, doesn't matter what unsavory things they've said or done in the past. they want Medicare for all. They want to end the war in Palestine. We're going to elect them no matter what fucking skeletons they have hidden in their closet. And he's still insisting after the fucking rape allegations come out, after everyone's turned their back on him. He's insisting like he wants to support Graham Platner. So this is a weird fucking hill to die on. It just really makes you think like these are the people that they're fucking hiring. This is the guy who is basically drop site's voice online is managed by this fucking freak who said that Jenny Rassicot's flirtatious invitation for a massage basically caused what happened to her, which is fucking crazy, which is fucking disgusting. Again, let me try to show you what he said exactly. But it's not, I don't have the full tweet. I should have screenshotted it when I had the chance. I can't believe anyone is disagreeing with this. Do you not think it's important to mention that the reason Platner thought he could go to her place initially is because she was flirtatiously inviting? So apparently just the mention of a massage is flirtatious. A massage in general has become like a sexualized thing. Apparently people can't just get massages like a sports massage or any kind of thing to relax after a long day, to help recover after a workout, etc. Massages are like an essential part for athletes. Like you need to get massages all the fucking time. But apparently it's like the sexual thing now, you know? It's an invitation for sex, or apparently an invitation for rape, according to this fucking guy. Anyways, we don't have time to linger on this fucking idiot too much. But disgusting human being. I'm just completely disgusted and drop site. Ryan Grimm, the whole fucking thing. Also, Ken Klippenstein, who has also worked for Dropsite, right? I used to really like Ken Klippenstein. I loved his Twitter. He's so fucking funny on Twitter. I think he was one of the best fucking trolls on Twitter. He puts out this tweet that says, "Let me know if my Graham Platner apology is debasing and self-flagellating enough." So, refuses to take it seriously. And let's just read a little bit of this. I haven't even read it, but like it's... So, my Graham Platner apology. The allegations published yesterday that Senate nominee Graham Platner sexually assaulted a woman are different from the previous scandals. For one, they're credible, based on Facebook messages from well before Platner entered politics. They're also the first time Platner has been publicly accused of sexual assault. That crosses a line that tattoos, sexting, and Reddit posts just do not. So first of all, he says that crosses a line that tattoos, just calling it a tattoo is kind of a disservice. It's a fucking Nazi tattoo. But okay, if you don't think the tattoo is the biggest deal. Sexting, and then Reddit posts. So he's boiling down the dude's history and many years of service in the military into Reddit posts. Like my guy, no, the Reddit posts are just him admitting to some of the crimes that he committed gleefully. So crazy to just call it Reddit posts. Oh, you're upset about the Reddit posts? No, we're upset about what the Reddit posts contain and what they describe he fucking did while abroad in Afghanistan and Iraq, murdering innocent civilians. That's what's disgusting. It's not just Reddit posts that were sketchy. Last month, I said of the Platner campaign that people are done with the clean-cut types who've harbored ambitions for political office since they were on high school student council. I stand by what I said completely. Evidently, Maine voters agreed, going on to vote for Platner by a huge margin. But that doesn't mean they're willing to look past sexual assault, which again crosses a line. Again, I'm so glad that sexual assault that they're taking sexual assault seriously. I just wish they took the lives of people like me a little bit more seriously. I just wish they kind of respected people that look like me and that have my background a little bit more, because this just really fucking makes it seem like you don't give a fuck. And fuck Ken Klippenstein for writing that. Anyone who pretends to be pro-Palestine, anyone who pretends to be anti-Israel and pro-Gaza, if they go out and say something like this, that, oh, killing Arabs doesn't matter actually, like that doesn't cross a line. If sexual harassment crosses a line, then you can go fuck yourself. You can go fuck yourself. Anytime you try to talk about Palestine, I'm not going to fucking believe a word you say. You're just saying it to score political points and to look a certain way online to maybe attract a certain crowd. But if you care about Arab lives should matter all the time. They matter when Israelis are killing Arabs. They matter when an American is killing Arabs. Why is it only bad if Israelis kill Arabs? Isn't it just as bad when an American kills Arabs? Isn't it just as bad when an American colonizer goes to a country that he's not supposed to be in and enlists 4 fucking times? What the fuck is that? So just fuck these people. And it's really an eye opener for me. For a lot of white people, they don't give a shit because that's how they think, right? That's all they know. But for me, as an Arab, I have to be very careful of who I listen to at this point. I have to be very careful of whose voices I amplify, because they do not amplify my voice. They do not respect me. They do not see me. My blood does not have the same worth and value to them as the blood of a white person. Or apparently not even white people, because again, there were credible sexual assault allegations against Graham Platner last month, but they ignored them because the woman who made those accusations was a Republican. Apparently, you need to be a Democrat, a liberal woman, to get the attention of these motherfuckers. So someone like me, an Arab man, who gives a shit? I fall like, I don't count. I'm like a statistical mistake to them. The line is getting blurred by the legions of media commentators trying to make it sound like defending Platner against previous attacks is the same as defending him now. To give you a sense of how nasty this is getting, here's a fairly representative example from legal commentator Ken White, who said of me, anyway, just waiting to hear what new hilarious insult Ken Klippenstein comes up with next to sneer at people who don't like rape. Never having sneered at people who don't like rape, I have no idea what he's talking about, but I get the maneuver here. He and other commentators are trying to bully anyone who defended Platner against the earlier scandals into issuing self-abasing public apologies by implying that anyone who doesn't is pro-rape. The campaign to get people to... that's not at all what we're trying to say. You just don't care about Arabs, and you don't care about minorities. If something doesn't affect you as a white person, you are willing to look the other fucking way. Never mind what Arab communities or Jewish communities tell you about this person, or even women, Republican women, sorry. If a Republican woman says, hey, I have a problem with this guy, doesn't count. If an Arab person tells you, or a brown person, hey, I have a problem with this guy, doesn't matter. If a Jewish person tells you, I'm not comfortable with a Totenkopf tattoo, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. But when a liberal white woman is raped, it's over, folks. Call it quits. So... yeah, I don't know. Just fuck this guy. And the fact that he can't help himself but be snarky and putting out this apology. He wants to be clever. He wants to get one on everyone else. He wants to get one over, All these people all of these people took the present accusations against Platner seriously and promptly addressed them. But that's unclear to me what exactly they're apologizing for, other than not being clairvoyants, able to foresee, blah, blah, blah. As for me, my apology is as follows. This space is left intentionally blank. What is this? I stand by my previous defense of Platner. Offensive tattoos and sexting out of wedlock struck me as the most marine shit ever. Offensive tattoo, so boiling down a Nazi tattoo as an offensive tattoo. Okay. And sexting out of wedlock struck me as the most marine shit ever. Let's go, baby. Fuck yeah, Marines. Hoorah! I literally know Marines who've done both, but later grew up and became decent guys. Hi, if you're reading this, I still believe in my bones that people like that deserve to have a shot at public office and that our country would be better for it. Yeah, no, go fuck yourself. I'm sorry, no. At this point, anyone in the U.S. military that at least with the service and the history that Grant Platner has should be looked at the same way as an IDF soldier. Would you say this about IDF soldiers? I don't think so. People were right to give him a chance before, and they're right to drop him now. But there are so many red flags, the argument goes, pointing to the sexting, tattoo, and Reddit posts. He keeps talking about Reddit posts. He keeps just making it seem like it's about fucking Reddit posts. It's about him gloating about murdering Arabs, my guy. Him talking about pissing on the corpses of people. Him mentioning that he enjoyed killing so much and the satisfaction that he got out of killing, and that he can't imagine that civilian life can ever bring him the same kind of satisfaction he got while killing. And he used the word killing. It's like, I used to love killing. Genuinely. Fucking insane motherfucker. Ruling out anyone with Reddit post-level flaws bars millions of otherwise decent people from politics. Again, dude, he didn't have like a controversial take on Reddit, like, oh, whatever, like, why don't minorities tip as well as white people? You can maybe forgive that at some point. But like talking about enjoying killing and loving killing Arabs? Oh, they're just some offensive Reddit posts. It's an offensive tattoo. I'm glad it's so easy for you to hand wave away. Anyways, Ken Klippenstein has lost all my respect. Shall never, listen to that motherfucker again. What's even crazier, though, you would think that after this entire controversy, after all of the backlash, that these people would have learned something. At least how to communicate what they're trying to say. But here's a clip of Emma Vigeland that is just absolutely bonkers. You've all seen this by now. Utter insanity. So here she's talking to a show called America Actually. Here's the clip. Actually, I have the whole thing here. Let's see.
Kind of question of ideology. I just wanted to make clear, like, when you read that story from Politico, did you think I regret my... You're saying you regretted your support for Platner immediately from that article because of the new information that came out?
I mean, regret. I'm not
Sorry,
sure.
I shouldn't put that in your mouth. I guess I'm asking, did that make...
Exit. There is Greg Stoker, and I was a big fan of Greg Stoker. I don't remember, like, what's his history of tours? What did he do? Because I used to like Greg Stoker a lot. At this point, I'm just uncomfortable with any I'm just uncomfortable with any military dude. At this point, I'm not comfortable with military people. You know, that you could say that's just me right now. I have a bias, but
make you think back to your previous advocacy and say, I shouldn't have advocated for this man?
I think it made me. I don't know if it made me think I shouldn't have advocated for this man in particular. I think, you know, I made an assessment based on the information that was available, and I'm not. I think that there are a lot of. I am wary of over focusing on an individual's personal character over their platform. You know, I've said this before. I don't really care if, say, like Bernie Sanders or AOC go home and they're a secret Nazi, but they go out and they vote for the right things. Like, we're talking about
you don't
politicians
care?
as
okay. So the way she laughs first, I love that he brings that up. By the way, can you imagine how tone deaf you have to fucking be to look at a black man in the face and tell him, I don't care if this person's a secret Nazi? Emma, do you mind telling me? Do you mind describing how Nazis feel about black people? And if you don't want to talk about like Nazis in general, we're more focused on killing Jews, but they were white supremacists. The equivalent of a Nazi in America would be the KKK, would be white supremacists. Can you imagine looking at a black person and be like, yeah, I don't mind if someone's a secret Nazi as long as they give me the health care that I want? It's like, can you step out of your fucking bubble for just one fucking second? And I love his reaction. Like, wait, you don't care? Like, what the fuck? And then look at her reaction. She's like, oh my God. I'm sorry, dude. I used to like Emma Vigeland. Like, I think she's fucking dumb now. Like, this is just like stupidity. I'm so sorry to say this. And I know a lot of you guys love Emma Vigeland. And it's as if the show needs more enemies, as if this show needs to burn more bridges, and as if I need to make it harder for myself to break out and like become a famous streamer one day. But like, what the fuck is this about? What the fuck is this stupidity, though, dude? I am sorry, man, but like saying that, like, oh, I don't care if someone's a secret Nazi to like a black person is possibly the dumbest fucking thing I've ever seen someone fucking say. Especially right after you fucking fell on your face defending this guy for fucking months. And this is the first thing you fucking say? I don't know, man. This is fucking insane to me.
Over their platform. You know, I've said this before. I don't really care if, say, like Bernie Sanders or AOC go home and they're a secret Nazi. But
yeah, because you're fucking white. You're not affected by Nazis. Nazis aren't after you. You need to be able to understand what is the problem with other people. You need to be able to understand why these Nazis make the people that they're after uncomfortable. Why would you tell that to any kind of minority? Anyone that like I'm sorry, you're white, you're blonde, you have like blue or green eyes or whatever the fuck. You're safe. You're good to go. You're never going to be judged by a fucking Nazi. So how could you tell that to someone? How could you tell that to me? How could you tell that to a Jewish person? How could you tell that to a black person? That's fucking insane. And but the point she's trying to make is that it's not about the character. It's about how they vote. And we don't know what they're doing behind closed doors. Everyone could be a fucking secret Nazi. Who knows? Whatever the fuck. I don't give a shit. You don't say something this fucking stupid. You don't say something this fucking stupid. What the fuck? What the fuck, dude? Like, is she just a dumbass? Is she just an idiot at this point?
they go out and they vote for the right things. Like, we're talking about
You don't care?
politicians as
What the fuck, dude? Yeah, laugh it off. Laugh it off. Dude, I'm so glad he called her out on her shit, dude. God, man.
I mean, for the,
I don't know about
This
that.
is
Like,
extreme.
I'm like, that's a. I think these are the lines that people are talking about. Some people care about that exact thing.
Exactly. This is what people are talking about right now. Like, you guys already let him, you guys gave him a fucking pass for the Nazi tattoo. You gave him a pass for describing how gleefully he killed Arabs. And just 3 days after he gets accused of rape, you're right back to saying this same shit. I don't care if someone's a secret Nazi as long as I get my Medicare for all. Fuck you. Fuck you. As simple as that. You're a fucking idiot. What a dumb fucking comment. What a dumb fucking comment to say, man.
but why would it matter if they're public officials and they're doing the right thing in public? That's an extreme example to essentially say that these are politicians who are
Don't you think someone that's a secret Nazi and that's a fucking white supremacist deep down in their heart, eventually that is going to turn around and affect how they vote, how they treat the people around them, how they see their fucking society and community? Do you not think about that? Excuse me. This is insane to me. I love his. I just want to see that one more time.
We're focusing on an individual's personal character over their platform. You know, I've said this before. I don't really care if, say, like Bernie Sanders or AOC go home and they're a secret Nazi, but they go out and they vote for the right things. Like, we're talking about
You don't care?
politicians as. I mean, for the,
I don't know about
This
that.
is
Like, I'm like, that's a. I think these are the lines that people are talking about. Some people care about that exact thing.
But why would it matter if they're public officials and they're doing the right
But
thing?
why would it matter if they're public officials? And honestly, just go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. That's what happens when you're in this bubble for way too long. All of her friends are like political analysts. They're people in DC. They're consultants, right? This is the kind of shit you end up saying when the only reference you have are fellow weirdo fucking political commentators and people who work at think tanks in Washington, D.C., etc., etc. She's fucking glazing Grant Platner for fucking months. What? I expected a little bit more. I'm sorry. And whatever apology she made on the other live stream just completely shits on it with this fucking statement right here. How fucking tone deaf can you be, dude? I can't believe I'm out here calling out Emma Vigeland from the Majority Report for something like this. But here we are. Here we are. Yep, Bleep Loop says, so Emma has no issue with Nazis if they vote for the left. Exactly. No issue. And by the way, she was cool with sexual assault because it was the victim was a Republican. She only complained about the sexual assault when it was a Democrat. So I don't even really believe that she gives a shit about that, to be honest with you. I think they just said it because they knew the jig was up. The jig was up. So, okay, we can't. They're like, we've covered for the killing. We've covered for the tattoo. We've covered for sexual assault of a Republican lady. I don't think we can. Like, I don't even know what to say anymore because he got accused again. And this time she's a Democrat. So I don't know, man. Crazy. Yeah. Cult of Christensen says blue MAGA. Exactly. Haley says when you see everything through a white lens. Exactly. Well, it doesn't affect me. Him being a secret Nazi doesn't affect me because technically Nazis have nothing against me. I'm a white woman. Right? She's a white woman. She's safe from the grasp of Nazis. Is he safe from Nazis? Am I safe from Nazis? Are Jewish people safe from Nazis? Or is any minority safe from a white supremacist? Just look at ICE right now, walking around fucking taking down anyone that isn't fucking white. And make that joke with them. See how much they'd fucking laugh. You tell them, hey, would you like a secret Nazi? It's just fucking insane to me.
In public. That's an extreme example to essentially say that these are politicians who are people that they're levers of power and they're tools. I'm not here to say that they're like, you know,
Jason Knight is right. She had a bad take, so cut her off. Jason Knight, it's more than one bad take, my guy. Like at this point, it's a fucking judge of character. If you like this speaks to a much broader issue, Jason. Okay? First of all, she doesn't care about people like me. Because when she was told by other Arabs and other brown people that like, hey, this guy's history in the military seems kind of bad, she just dismissed it. Well, it's okay. That's just kind of elitist. You sound kind of elitist. So her values aren't aligned with my values. Someone tells her he has a fucking Nazi tattoo. Well, that's okay. A lot of people don't know what these tattoos mean. Her values do not align with my values. It's like 5 fucking bad takes that she's had for me to cut her off. It wasn't just one bad take, Jason. It was many bad takes. She's okay with killing Arabs. She can complain about Palestine all she wants. If she's okay with an American soldier doing 5 fucking tours and then becoming a Blackwater mercenary, we do not have, that's more than one bad take. And this is another bad take. That's like 8 bad takes about one fucking guy. So Jason, I've had a lot of time to decide that Emma Vigeland is not someone that represents me anymore. Okay, so I hope that comment made you feel good. You don't have to cut her off, but I am. Thank you for telling an Arab person who to cut off and who not to cut off after they've described that they don't give a shit that someone has fucking murdered people and pissed on corpses in the Middle East. Go fuck yourself. Here's a little Hassan moment of mine yelling in my chat. Because if you want to question why I don't want to listen to a fucking white political commentator that just said she doesn't care if someone is a secret Nazi, you're a fucking idiot.
greatest person on the planet. This is about a representation of the values of a party platform, about taxing billionaires, about bringing material differences to people's lives and changing their lives. And that's
Haley, sorry, what part, Haley?
of the values of a party platform, about taxing billionaires, about bringing material differences to people's lives and changing their lives.
Yeah, anyways, we're not going to watch the rest of this fucking interview. But Jason, you want to see how she talked to Ryan Grimm? You want to see if she gave good pushback to Ryan Grimm? I love it. Like, hey, please tell me, please explain to me why I should like this fucking person that just excused someone being a secret Nazi. Please explain it to me. Let me tell you, Jason. Jason, where are you living, Jason? Where do you live? On a scale of 1 to 10, how white are you, Jason? I didn't tell you anyone to cut off, bro, but come on, man. I just explained it to you very clearly. All of the things she said that are problematic. You know? So just don't come in here telling me who I shouldn't listen to. I am the most fucking gracious person here. I am the most charitable person here to everyone. I keep getting yelled at by chat that I'm too gracious to this person, too charitable to this person. I always try to take the most charitable view and outlook on people, because again, these are people that I look up to. Do you think I'm more qualified to talk about politics than Emma Vigeland? Of course I'm not. Of course I'm not. Like, and it makes me sad that like now I have one less resource to go visit, to go use. Jason says I'm very white. I had a feeling, and I don't mean to like yell at you, Jason. Okay, I know what you're trying to say, and I know this is the problem right now. We're all fucking infighting. We're all fucking infighting, and we're supposed to be one big fucking tent, and we're all supposed to be working together. What I would say, Jason, is just like, if I'm telling you I'm uncomfortable with what this white person is saying because she has made it clear that like people like me don't matter to her, I'm gonna cut out that voice. Right now, I only need to pick voices that represent me as an Arab, and I have that extra layer, to add. You are not an Arab, so you are going to have a more easy time, I think, to be okay with what she says. You know what I mean? It's going to be less offensive to you. And to me, it's kind of offensive when someone says, I don't mind that he went and did 5 tours in Iraq and killed all these Arabs. And to me, it's offensive, man. It's hurtful. It's hurtful because it's my people that are being fucking killed and slaughtered. You know? And then it makes me question her advocacy, her pro-Palestine advocacy. If you're so okay with an American soldier mowing down Arabs, do you really care about what's happening in Palestine? Like, do you actually care? You know? It really makes me question. Didn't mean to have that come out on you, man, and yell at you, but I've just seen a lot of these responses on Twitter, and like I didn't just cut her off. I didn't just. If you go see my tweets towards Emma Vigeland, I've been very nice to her. I even put a comment like, Emma, you don't have to say, like, you can just apologize, because she doubled down on this fucking take about the secret Nazis, and I even let her tweet. Look, let me show you. Let me show you. I'm not one to just like cut people off. Just so you know. Here, look, I'm going to go take you to my Twitter. So she shared this, right? Where are my replies? Let me try to find my replies. So we got to do this. Where was she? Emma. So she's like, so someone was like, that's cool. Can you explain why you said I don't care if someone is a secret Nazi? She says, it's an extreme example to say that it's childish to overemphasize politicians' individual character over their platform. I largely don't give a shit what's in a politician's heart. We'll never know. They're not auditioning to be our BFFs. This is about what they fight for. I said, Emma, please don't double down. It's okay to say, hey, yeah, that was a stupid thing to say. I promise. So I'm not even being like, fuck you, Emma. Why the fuck would you say this? I'm like, hey, just don't double down. Apologize for this. I'm still giving these people grace. Even just a couple of days ago. Look at everything I've been tweeting about Emma, man. Like, just so you know that I don't just throw people out stupidly. Right here, I've said this on stream, and it's worth repeating here. I take no pleasure in criticizing leftists I have watched and looked up to for years. I have learned a lot from them and have tried to apply it in my work, but something needs to be said. This has been very disappointing. I have another tweet that was specifically about Emma Vigeland. We need to get one second. There's a lot of Argentina hate happening here as well. No. But, like, just so you know. Right here. Said, I like Emma, but she and so many other commentators I respect dropped the ball so hard on Platner. Dude was in Abu Ghraib murdering Arabs, had a Nazi tattoo. Like, what the fuck? So I'm constantly saying that I like these people. I respect these people. I'm just disappointed in them. But now, with this extra, her being like, after everything that they've been through and after everything that just happened with the Grand Platner and the accuser and all of the negative feedback that they got online, for her to still get on an interview and be like, well, I don't care if someone's a secret Nazi, she's learned nothing. She's learned nothing, and she's not listening to minorities. She's not listening to non-white voices. And I think the majority report needs to do better to have non-white voices because everyone on that show is white. I think everyone on that show is white at this point. I mean, you have Sam, who's Jewish, but Sam is still white. You have Sam, you have Emma, you have Matt Leck. They have Matt Binder, who I don't know where Matt Binder is from. I don't know if he's like white or if he has some Latino background or something like that. But like the majority of the people that work at the majority report seem like they're white to me. You need to change that up at this point. If you're going to be a leftist political commentary channel, you need to get some voices that are a little bit less just white, and you need people that can bring a perspective that's a little bit outside of what you're used to. Because at this point, we're just getting very tone deaf and very white lens. Everything is coming through this white privilege lens, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Matt Binder is white, half Italian, half Jewish. Okay, so I guess he is white. They need someone non-white. They need some non-white people. Okay, and Jason, I hope, Jason Knight says, the older I have become, I think it is important to separate art from the artist mentality. Now, a secret Nazi is well beyond my threshold, but that point I took from her phrase. I know, and I understand what you mean. And again, if we do want to win elections, we do have to find a way to come together and work together. And again, I do apologize for my outburst, Jason Knight. Thank you for being here and for supporting the channel. We very much appreciate you. And it's healthy to have these conversations. It's healthy to have that debate. I kind of lost my shit on you. I apologize. I want to try not to do that. Okay, so please, I hope it's the last time I have an outburst like that. Jason, salutations. Thank you for being patient and for understanding and still being in the chat and chatting with us. Thank you. You are a valued voice here, Jason, in the community. We love you. Okay, W's in the chat for Jason Knight, folks. I want W's in the chat for Jason. I want him to feel welcome and good to be here. And I want everyone to feel like you can express yourselves. Even if I yell at you, it's okay. You can express yourselves. So Jason, please, guys, W's in the chat for Jason. Show him some love because it's all about this communication, right? It's all about talking and getting to a better place together. Okay, we're going to watch her interview. I'm sorry, we're going to get some more Emma Vigeland hate right now. There we go. W. Jason, there we go. Okay. So Majority Report had Ryan Grimm on yesterday. Let's see how that went. It's not going to be good. It's not going to be good.
That detail and don't think it's relevant and are okay with it not being included. There are also
and a quick break, and when we come back, we'll be joined by Ryan Grimm. We are back, and we are joined by Ryan Grimm, journalist, co-host of Breaking Points, and co-founder of Dropsite News. Ryan, welcome back to the show.
Hey, Emma, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. It's been quite a week for us both, I would say, and like also just in terms of covering progressive politics and anti-establishment politics. We'll start off in the most controversial place here, because as I've said to you before, you're one of my favorite people to disagree with because it can always be even-handed and in good faith. But just to catch people up, earlier this week, you reported that there'd been a detail that had been left out of Politico's reporting on the rape accusation against Graham Platner. Politico didn't include, apparently, that the woman accusing Platner of this assault had asked him to come over for a glute massage the night of the alleged assault. However, sorry, what'd you say?
Said she needed a glute massage, but not to ask him for it.
Gotcha.
Is my recollection. Right?
Yeah.
Sorry, how did she bring up that glute massage?
Apparently that the woman accusing Platner of this assault had asked him to come over for a glute massage the night of the alleged assault.
Yeah, didn't ask him. She just said, I think she needed a glute massage. Did not specify. Now, okay, I can understand how someone could be like, do you mean you want me to give you the massage? It doesn't matter because she literally clarified 2 seconds later, like, don't come over, by the way. Don't come over. So.
However, sorry, what'd you say?
Said she needed a glute massage, but not to ask him for it.
Gotcha.
My recollection. Right?
Yeah. And afterwards, she still said, do not come over. And you have faced some pushback for reporting this detail. And I guess I'm wondering what you think of that pushback, because this is what I would say, right? Like, we often will say on our show that it's as important, like the substance of what we say is sometimes even less.
And again, just this whole conversation to me, again, these are two white people that have been more than happy to ignore Graham Platner's history in the Middle East. They've been more than happy to ignore Graham Platner's Nazi tattoo. So what they say at this point is coming from a very white lens, a very white privileged lens. So they do not represent the majority of people. They might represent the majority of white people. They might represent the majority of people in Maine, because in Maine, apparently it's a very majority white state. So either way, like it appears the people of Maine didn't give a shit about this, right? But like these are not the people that should be talking about this at this point. Why are two white people commentating on a guy that's been accused of having, and none of them are Jewish as far as I know, right? Like the guy has a fucking Nazi tattoo, man. Like why was Sam Cedar so okay with it? Why am I more offended about the Nazi tattoo than Sam Cedar? Does Sam Cedar really care so much about this fucking Senate seat that he's willing to elect a secret Nazi into the fucking Senate? Like I don't understand. I don't understand their logic. And to me, it's pretty easy. If someone has an anti-Arab tattoo, you think I would fucking vote for that guy? You think I would fucking vote for someone that has a tattoo that's like fuck Arabs or something? Are you fucking kidding me? How that is not like, at least I don't know what Sam's relationship is to his fucking religion or something, but like, don't you have respect for like your family? For like what your like what the religion might represent to your family or like your past or something, man? Like holy shit, dude, the fucking Holocaust, like what the fuck? How was Sam so okay with it? I don't understand that. Anna, as an Arab, if there's anyone running for power that has any tattoo that is offensive towards Arabs, like Pete Hegseth, you think I would find a way to like, oh, it's okay, you know, to do the whole fucking like, no, dude. Yeah, we haven't heard from Sam. Sam hasn't been on the show since this whole thing fucking happened. Fucking ran away. You know what I mean? And he's hoping to come back once it's all died down. Dude, and do you think I want to sit here and criticize Sam Cedar, the guy who fucking wiped the floor with Ethan Klein in that fucking debate? We have a Sam Cedar sticker in our chat.
Important than what we choose to highlight or cover, right? And I think that perhaps emphasizing this detail gave a lot of people license to dismiss Jenny's accusation, even if that's not in what the text said. That would be my critique, and I'm wondering what you think of that.
Yeah, I don't think anyone seriously argues with the general idea that if we're going to try a very serious allegation in the court of public opinion, that the information that the media has about that should be public. Like I think I don't generally think that anybody really disagrees with that. And I think it's important to understand exactly how Politico reported this at the time. So I have it in front of me here. They wrote, that night in late 2021, she said she had exchanged text messages with him and told him not to come over, saying she wasn't in the mood for company. Later that evening, she said she realized when she heard a sound on the stairs that he had let himself into her house. So the way that Politico presents it, they were texting, she says, don't come over. And then there's effectively a break-in. Like that's kind of the impression that you're left with here. The door is unlocked, but like if you don't have permission to come in the house, like you can't.
Yeah, surprise, surprise, Ryan Grimm. Saying that you need a glute massage is not an invitation to break into someone's fucking house. It's not even an invitation to come over to the house. I don't know how I don't know what Ryan Grimm's relationship is with massages in general. If a massage is an inherently sexual thing, he's like a fucking 12-year-old boy at this point. Well, she said she wanted a massage. So he's just assuming that massage equals sex or something sexual. Right away, he's fucking immature. He has a weird relationship with fucking sex. That's all I'm gonna fucking say.
You can't just come in an unlocked house. It's not how it works. Politico was aware that the exchange that they're referencing there included her saying she needed a glute massage, him responding, I'm on my way over, and then she responds, I'm not, don't come, I'm not in the mood for company. We don't know whether or not he got that message or he was just, drunkenly driving over to her house. There are a lot of people who absolutely do not care about that detail and don't think it's relevant and are okay with it not being included. There are also many, many people who think that detail is relevant.
Yeah. Rape apologists, fucking freaks like yourself, and victim shamers. We don't need to get back into the whole conversation about consent, etc. But mentioning, like, forget him being at her house. Forget him breaking and entering. That whole thing, let's say she invited him over, dude. Let's say it was a clear-cut invitation. Hey, I want you to come over. Graham, I'm feeling hot and sweaty tonight. Come on over. Doesn't change. Even if you had a text message, even if you had a screenshot of her telling him, Graham, I want this right now. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to fucking talk about this anymore. We talked about this, dude. I fucking hate this topic.
State of mind, and particularly whether or not the implication of a break-in is accurate, which then shapes some of the
Like,
rest of it.
shame on you, fucking grown-ass man, talking about glute massages just to try to make someone's story seem less credible. Like, it's just, this whole thing is disgusting. Yeah, Haley says, Ryan, thank you so much, Haley, for the donut. Says, Ryan is friends. Apparently, he was his bartender. Apparently, Graham Platner used to be Ryan's bartender for like many years. But like going over these details, like, well, she did ask for a massage. So it's just, this is just disgusting. I don't even want to have this fucking conversation anymore.
And what I would say to the people who don't think it's relevant,
I would
that's
include
fine.
myself in that camp. So yeah.
Right, absolutely. Yeah, you don't think it's relevant. That's totally fine. We live in a democracy where the entire public is involved in the deliberation of these.
We live in a democracy. What the fuck does that have to do with anything? We live in a democracy, so people have a right to know. Have a right to know what? That she told him not to come over? She told him not to come over. That's all you need to know. And the glute massage thing doesn't change anything. But I think Politico knew. that if they did, and I think that's why they withheld it. I think they knew that if they were put that in, that it might seem like they were giving him a pass. Like, you know what I mean? I think that was responsible journalism of them. I think they looked at the facts and they're like, these are the facts. She told him not to come over. He was not welcome into her home. So if we print that detail about the glute massage, it is going to cast doubt on that invitation. It's going to make people think that maybe she did invite him over. So I think that's a good, that right there is integrity. They looked at all the information. Like, if we print this, it's going to make our victim look bad. Or it's not gonna make the victim look bad. It's gonna give ammo to people that are calling her a liar to say that like she invited him over. So this detail helps nothing, adds nothing to the story, because the point of the matter is she told him not to come over. And repeatedly, once they were in the house, when he was trying to get physical with her, when he got physical with her, she told him to stop, time and again. So that detail of the glute massage only serves to muddy the waters and to try to paint her as somehow culpable in this whole fucking thing, and that she indirectly invited him. Well, she told him she wanted a glute massage. Wink, wink. What do you think that means? And it's fucking sick people like you that sexualize everything. Like, I was having a conversation with genuinely, women can't do anything without being sexualized. Women can't even eat fucking ice cream without being sexualized. Women can't even eat any food that is shaped like, that looks like it could be, a phallic object. Nothing. Women can't fucking do anything without being sexualized, right? Even a fucking massage, even mentioning that, hey, my body hurts, I might need a massage. Directly sexualize. Like, there's literally women that like feel uncomfortable eating fucking ice cream in public because of how people fucking look at them and the interpretation that they fucking get in their heads. Like, we've completely sexualized everything women fucking do. But now, even her being like, I might need a massage, and the fact that it's a glute massage, like, ooh, glutes? You mean your butt? You need your butt massaged? Holy shit. Bye-bye, lady. Like, if she had asked for a back massage, would that have been less fucked up? Would that have been less of a flirtatious invitation, right? Well, I mean, she asked for a glute massage. If it was a back massage, it would have been, it wouldn't have been that fucked up. Like, she asked for the glutes to get massaged. Oh, really? And like, Ryan's not a fucking idiot. He's seen the replies to his fucking tweets. He's seen the people that support him and that still want Graham Platner to run. He knows what they think, right? To them, the glute massage thing is a gotcha. Like, you see, she invited him over. He knows what it means. He knows how people are interpreting that shit. He knows how people can interpret that shit. He knows why Politico didn't fucking include it. But Graham Platner is his friend. Graham Platner was his bartender. Graham Platner was the guy to save the Democratic Party. He was going to go to the Senate. He was going to beat Susan Collins. So that's all that matters. He knows what he's fucking doing. Look at that fucking smug face of his. Dude, I fucking hate this guy now, dude. I fucking have lost so much respect for that guy. Like that, dude. Like fucking that. Slimeball, fucking scumbag. Terror Trove sends a $2 donor. Thank you so much. And says the perpetrators never get this amount of scrutiny. Right? Everyone's the victim's getting all the scrutiny, but the guy who actually commits the crime, nothing.
Questions. And so there are many people who do think it's relevant. Like, is it relevant that he was drunk? Like,
but the disqualifying piece is the rape accusation, not the break-in, right? So I guess perhaps this absolves him of the break-in, but wouldn't
absolves him of the break-in. First of all, it does not absolve him from the break-in. Again, and anyone who thinks that, they've inherently made the word massage into a fucking sex invitation now. Well, I mean, the glute massage, I guess you could say maybe. No, it doesn't absolve him from the break-in. It doesn't absolve him from the break-in at all. At all. you know?
Her saying still, you know, protesting and saying that it was not consensual.
Absolutely. Obviously, if she said, and I thought this was more obvious apparently than it is,
right?
If you say, I need a massage, let's say you say, come over and give me a massage, and he tries to turn the massage into something more than that, and she says no, and he pushes past it, it's obviously still rape. Like there's zero question about that. But this kind of insistence that the fact, obviously, if she said, and I thought this was more obvious apparently than it is,
right?
If you say, I need a massage, let's say you say, come over and give me a massage, and he tries to turn the massage into something more than that, and she says no, and he pushes past it, it's obviously still rape. Like there's zero question about that. But this kind of insistence that the facts aren't really important because of what she says happened in the end, I don't believe. As a journalist, our job is to put the facts out that we have, and then let the public decide.
And the fact that you have here is that she said she needed a glute massage, and you're proud to report that. You're proud as a journalist. You're proud to put that information out, knowing the implication, knowing what happened after, knowing that you told him not to come. You still think that's a relevant fucking point to put out. And after you've seen how people have reacted to that online and have used the asking for a glute massage as a gotcha, you still feel comfortable getting on the majority report and defending that fucking point. You fucking scumbag. He knows how people are using it. He knows people are using it to try to absolve Grant Platner. He knows people are using it to be like, you see, she invited him over for even his social fucking media manager for Dropsite News is describing it as a flirtatious invitation. Let me read that again. The guy who runs this motherfucker's social media, okay, and I wish I had his whole fucking tweet, but I don't have it because he fucking deleted it because he's fucking ashamed of it. There it is. I can't believe anyone is disagreeing with this. Do you not think it's important to mention that the reason Platner thought he could go to her place initially is because she was flirtatiously inviting, and then it ends there, but flirtatiously inviting him over for like a glute massage. This is his social media manager that thinks this. We know what you think, Ryan. We know what everyone on your team fucking thinks. Don't fucking think of us as idiots, man. This is straight up victim shaming, rape apologia. You're trying to blame the victim for this. You're trying to blame her for the fact that he broke into her house because she told him that she needed a glute massage. Don't try to fucking deny it, okay?
Whether or not those are relevant. Now, some people said, well, why don't you put in like what she was wearing? No, that is completely different. Like we are talking about.
It is exactly the same thing. It's like, well, she was wearing a short dress. So what was he supposed to think? Well, she did ask him for a glute massage. So what was he supposed to think? It is the exact same fucking thing as asking someone, well, what were you wearing? Well, what did you text him? Oh, you texted that you wanted a glute massage? Well, do you kind of understand why he had to come over then? Do you get it? You know, like, is it really his fault that this happened to you because you told him you wanted a glute massage? Next time you don't want to get raped, just don't tell someone you want a glute massage. Wear a longer dress. It's the same fucking thing. Next time, don't ask for a glute massage, you dumb woman. Next time, wear a longer dress. That is the equivalent of what is happening here. Straight up. Don't want to get raped? Don't invite someone. Don't mention a glute massage in your text message. Don't want to get raped? Cover up. Wear a longer dress. It is the same fucking equivalent. It is the equivalent. And Emma's just fucking sitting there silently because she's too. You think Emma Vigeland and the majority report is going to dare beef with Breaking Points or with Dropsite News? They're all friends. They're all friends. They hang out together, right? They do this together. They're coworkers, they're peers, they're whatever, you know what I mean? So they're not gonna go after each other. They have the same audience. They don't want to make enemies of one another. They're allies. So he's not gonna get any real fucking pushback here. Someone like me, I don't know these fucking people. I have nothing to lose. I can tell them both to go fuck themselves. It's not gonna affect me in any way, shape, or form. But them, of course not. They have to be courteous and they have to be nice and they have to make sure that they can still invite each other on their shows and they're all against TYT. So at least as long as we're all allied against these other people, then we're fine, etc. It doesn't matter.
Two people who had been dating on and off for 2 years at this point. The nature of the text message exchanges that they had that led him to come over is relevant to some people. Doesn't have to be relevant to everybody to be included.
Yeah, and those people are very fucking questionable. Those people that you care so much about what they fucking think are the biggest scumbags in the fucking world. And they're all trying to use that massage to justify what happened to her and to make Grant Platner seem innocent. Well, he was flirtatiously invited over. Again, his own social fucking media manager for Dropsite News literally referred to the text as a flirtatious invitation. Saying you need a glute massage is not a flirtatious fucking invitation to get fucking raped. I can't fucking believe I have to fucking say this. I don't even want to fucking say the word rape anymore, dude.
Just some people. And I really don't actually think this is a controversial point. I understand why it's so sensitive. Particularly, we live in a world where in a country where sexual assault is just rampant, so many people reading the story have themselves
And you're making people less fucking likely to share their own fucking stories when you're out there doing what you're doing, and you're not making victims feel safe. Okay, Ryan, you are out there currently not, and Ryan has daughters, by the way, apparently. I saw that online. He has daughters. I hope you're proud of what you're doing, man. And creating a world where women feel less safe and coming forward because of men like you and Anna Kasparian, who can go fuck herself as well for shaming her into not calling the police or letting him sleep at her house. You two individuals have made it much harder for women to come forward now. I hope you fucking know that. I hope you fucking know that. And I hope nothing ever happens to your family so that no one ever has to fucking deal with something like this or have a fucking man come out and try to cast doubt on their fucking story. I hope you never fucking experience this fucking darkness and this fucking shit. Because you are making this this world less safe for women to come out and share their stories. To defend what? A fucking Blackwater mercenary with a fucking Nazi tattoo? That's the guy you decided to do this for? That's the hill you decide to fucking die on?
experience sexual assault and are experiencing it both through the political lens, but also then through the prism of their own experience. So I understand why it's this sensitive for so many people. At the same time, the idea that Politico can have this information and decide on their own not to include it because they're worried about, let's be honest about why they didn't include it. They're worried about what some readers might take from it. That's not Politico's place. That's my.
Well,
that's my.
I mean, so then it's a media critique. Is right?
Clearly.
Well, then,
Well,
but
you know, I'm just critiquing the media. Politico, it's not Politico's. I think actually it's kind of pretty fucking based and pretty responsible for someone to know that, hey, if we include this piece of information, which is completely irrelevant, by the way, it is completely irrelevant. If we add that piece of information, it's going to muddy the waters and is going to make some people actually blame the victim for what happened. Maybe it's best if we don't share that fucking thing. Maybe it's best because it's fucking irrelevant. Because again, it was followed by "do not come over," and it was followed by fucking rape, which she vocally and physically tried to stop. So I just can't believe we're even having this conversation. I can't believe that this is a hill that this motherfucking dumbass is willing to fucking die on and throw so much fucking good work and so much good journalism and coverage of the Middle East. All of that is irrelevant to me now. And by the way, when he covers the Middle East now, like as if I could give a fucking shit what Dropsite News says about Arabs. If you care so much about Arabs and what's happening in Palestine, why'd you not give a fuck when Graham Platner slaughters Arabs? Does he even give a shit? I think to them, honestly, at this point, being pro-Palestine is just like clicks and money for them. Being pro-Palestine is about the clicks, and it's about having the prestige of saying I'm against Israel and we care about the Palestinians. You don't give a fuck about Arabs, motherfuckers. None of you two idiots care about Arabs. If you're so willing to hand wave away Arabs being fucking slaughtered left and right, you do not give a shit about Arabs. You do not give a shit about Palestine. What is the difference between a Palestinian and an Iraqi? What is the difference between a Palestinian and someone بالعراق? يا اخوة الشرموطة. What's the fucking difference? One of them gets you clicks and likes and gets you, you know, you get to fucking grift on Palestine now. At this point, anyone who's not against all violence against Arabs but just talks about Palestine is a fucking grifter. You're a fucking grifter. You're okay with slaughtering Iraqis, but Palestinians are different? Is it the same thing with you, with Republicans? If a Republican woman gets raped, that's fine. But if a Democratic woman gets raped, oh no, shit, Graham Platner needs to drop out. Same fucking vibes. Republican woman gets raped, it's okay. Democrat, oh no, we got to take it seriously now. Iraqis get killed, oh that's fine. Those are just Iraqis. Palestinians, oh no.
But then if it is a media critique, then what is the intention of that critique in this moment? Like, do you see how it could serve a secondary, if not purpose, that actually might be outsized, where it causes a large section of less media literate people to disparage this accuser and not take it seriously, just because they're not going to maybe look into the details and just they're going to take away from it that the reporting was faulty because you have this critique that is much more narrow than what the takeaway is going to be. I mean, that's the responsibility piece.
I've actually said repeatedly that the fact that Jenny was willing to share this detail with the Washington Post, I believe with CNN, which didn't include it, and with Politico, Washington Post did include it, to their great credit. Nobody read their story because they took more time with it, apparently. The fact that Jenny included this detail, to me, strengthens the credibility of her version of events. Like, it shows a level of confidence in her rendition to share all of it. For Politico,
Good for you. Is that what most dumbass fucking readers are going to think? I'm glad you're so fucking smart, Ryan, and you know how to interpret the story. But what about your fucking readers who, as you've seen, but he knows, dude, you think he's not on fucking Twitter? He was replying to these fucking people. He saw how people reacted to that story. He knows exactly what he said and the implication and how people are going to react to it from both sides.
So then, to decide on its own, I don't think people can handle this because that's not what we're going for in this article, is just wrong. And like, I understand that like people are going to be like livid at me for like putting the reporting out there, but like it's not up to, and also we shouldn't, just because people are going to be livid at us, like that's not a reason to like not report something.
No, I'm in agreement with you there. I think, it's just a question.
It's not about being livid, dude. Anyways, keep going.
Perhaps of timing and, a question of like where do you place reporting in narrative construction? Like, is timing and emphasis as important as the granular nature of the details? Like, I think it is.
My view is completely different than how the world operates when it comes to these questions. Like, I think the public should take more time than it does with these allegations. Like, to have an article come out and then within basically an hour of that article coming out, the decision to have been rendered, I think doesn't do justice to anybody. So
he wanted everyone to like debate this for like a few more days. Was it actually rape? Did she invite him over for the massage? Let's really have a conversation and really like break this down. My guy, the lady was fucking raped. Okay, she made it pretty fucking clear. All right, by a guy with a Nazi tattoo who's a fucking mercenary, who's a fucking major alcoholic with like some major PTSD issues, that has committed a lot of violence in the past, maybe even against women in those countries. We have no fucking idea. So let's have a conversation. The public got to a conclusion way too fast.
But that's not the world we have. Like, the world we have is article, wow, this is awful. Done. Like, this is over. I don't want to hear anything else about it. And if you tell me anything else about it, you are justifying what happened. I just don't believe that. I don't think that's how like knowledge creation should exist. I don't think that's how public trials of people should unfold. I am in the deep minority on the left on this.
I understand.
Well, I'm in the deep, loud minority on this. I think among the public in general, the two scenarios are different. One scenario being they exchanged text message. She said, "Don't come over." He came over anyway. Is different than two people who had been dating for 2 years, exchange messages about a glute massage. "Oh, I'm coming over. Actually, I don't want company. Don't come over." Like, those are different scenarios, and the public has a right to the
constant sexualization of the glute massage. Him using the word glute the way he's using it is just fucking disgusting me, dude. Well, she mentioned a glute massage. That's it. They've been dating for 2 years. We understand. Dude, we're not fucking idiots. We understand the nuances. And I know, yeah, someone that's been dating for 2 years, and there's maybe he misunderstood the invitation, but like the glute massage, with or without the glute massage, it's just
actual scenario.
Yes.
And then most of them will look, I think, at that actual scenario and say, he's still guilty, and I still want...
Most people don't, but most people don't. Once you add the glute massage, a lot of idiots like yourselves now find that her statements are disqualifying. The crime is no longer a crime because he was invited over. She told him she wanted a glute massage, so he was there. You know, what do you expect was going to happen? Again, it's your dress was too short argument.
Him gone. So that's the other thing that's so striking to me about this.
But was that the takeaway from your audience, or did they take away more that it was a hit piece?
Well, I think a lot of people believe that this was a
you say it strengthens her claim, but I haven't seen that be the reaction to what the reporting is. It seems
exactly. Okay, I'm glad Emma's bringing that up. I'm glad that Emma is bringing that up at least right now. Like, she's like, the reaction to your reporting has not been like, oh, that strengthens her case. It actually makes it look okay. So I'm glad she brought that up. Props.
Like, people are taking that as a way to dismiss it.
No, what you're seeing is that, like, within a minute of the article being published, long before I did my own reporting, a huge portion of the public thought that this was a political hit job. Like, period. Like, a huge portion, particularly in DC, said, this is damning, he needs to go. A huge number of people do not have trust in our institutions and believed that this was an engineered, orchestrated hit job. That's what you're seeing. And so for those people, they may also pick up on what we reported and circulate that. But that is an authentic kind of reaction.
Yeah, he just gave ammo to the people that think that this whole thing, that he never raped anyone, it was just a political hit job. They're just trying to take him down because Zionism and the Senate seat and Medicare for all. But yeah, he essentially just gave everybody who was defending Graham Platner an extra little piece of ammo. Like, here you go.
a lot of people have had, but it
And in
hasn't been.
Maine, yes,
And
right?
in Maine, it's not represented at all in the media. But that doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Yeah, and I think, you know,
They're just clowns, man. They're just clowns. They're just the fact that they sat there and fucking defended this guy, and like, they've lost all credibility for me. And I don't know what they can do to get that credibility back. I don't know what they can do to get that credibility back, but they've lost so much credibility for me. It's just two idiots trying to clean up their mess for the past eight or 9 months or 1 year, just glazing this fucking guy. And she was like crushing on him, and he's like, they're both literally fucking crushing on the guy. Zaytoon Zero, who's been a member for 2 months, says, hydration break, folks. Also like the stream. Let's go. Like the stream, folks. And yes, everybody, time to hydrate.
We can move on to the less, you know, granular media focused part of the story and maybe talk more about the political fallout here, because the reality is that Platner's branding as an outsider, right, and the other pieces that had come out against him prior to this about the tattoo and about the unsettling behavior had, you know, contributed to an outsider status that had benefited him with Maine voters because of a justified mistrust of the National Democratic.
It made him look like an outsider. Everybody likes that. The Nazi tattoo. It's so controversial.
About the tattoo and about the unsettling behavior had, you know, contributed to an outsider status that had benefited him with Maine voters because of a justified mistrust of the National Democratic Party that has consistently let them down. And what I find kind of aggravating about this.
So the things that we thought of as weaknesses, the Nazi tattoo, the multiple tours in the Middle East, murdering people and gloating about it, to them, it's a strength. It's a strength. You understand that too? The things that we saw as a red flag and a weakness to them was a green flag. Oh, you mean he has an unsavory past? He's controversial. He's relatable. To them, it was relatable. Like, they're just looking at it from like a marketing perspective. He has the questionable tattoo. He's been to Iraq. He's approachable. He's burly. He's everything that we had a problem with to them was not only not a problem, it was a benefit. It was a plus. It differentiated him from the other boring, clean-cut Democrats. This guy's killed Arabs. This guy had a Nazi tattoo. He's cool. You know, he's misunderstood. Literally, not only was it not a red flag, it was a green flag. It was a green flag. To them, it was good. The Nazi tattoo is good for them. The Reddit posts are good because look, he has a checkered past. He's a man. He's killed people. People like that in Maine. Literally, it's not just that they didn't care. They loved it. They cared on the opposite end. It was a good thing for them. Like, the Nazi tattoo gets them fucking hot. It gets fucking Ryan Grimm's fucking dick hard, apparently. Sorry for the fucking image. That's the thought of him with the Nazi tattoo. He's fucking happy. He loves that shit. The thought of him killing Arabs and then gloating about it on fucking Reddit, that differentiates him. It makes him relatable to other people in Maine. He's great. So, things that we saw as a disqualifier to them, is what made him stand the fuck out. So not only are they tone deaf and they look at things through a white lens, they're fucking psychotic. Yeah, Haley says Platner equated this to 9/11. I haven't seen his second, like, his dropout video or whatever. I didn't watch it. I was gonna watch it today, but I'm like, too much time has passed, and like, I don't want to give this guy any more fucking screen time. But yeah, I heard he compared it to 9/11. The Zionists are trying to take us down, folks. I'm like, you know, is there anyone who's more anti-Zionist than me? There might be, but like, you know, I'm as anti-Zionist as they come. I still don't want that fucking guy, you know, representing the party, you know. We're not going to fight Zionism with an American Zionist, with the American equivalent of an IDF soldier.
Story is that there is this driving impulse by the national press to disregard what Maine voters actually care about, or mischaracterize it in general. You know, I did an interview with Slate where the host of the interview was insisting that voters in Maine just voted for what she said was a guy and not his platform. And that is there's this motivated reasoning right now in the national press to foreclose any conversation about the ideological and policy civil war within the Democratic Party right now, to essentially say that anybody that was highlighting how Platner was gaining popularity because he wants to cut off arms to Israel and tax billionaires, et cetera, shouldn't have any credibility anymore to say anything about this at all. And that's the critique of other media figures from national mainstream centrist press. But the problem is that they're not talking about the voters who supported that, or they're saying that they are basically dumb hogs that didn't know what they wanted and just got hypnotized by his voice and the fact that he was an oyster farmer.
Well, that's what you guys did. But you're the dumb
there's
hogs.
all of these different
You're the dumb hogs. You're describing yourselves. You are the ones that were talking about his burly voice. He's so manly. He's so cool. Look at his tattoo. Like, they're the dumb hogs that were fucking slobbering all over this fucking shit. You're describing yourselves right now.
supported that, or they're saying that they are basically dumb hogs that didn't know what they wanted and just got hypnotized by his voice and the fact that he was an oyster farmer.
That is literally them. They got hypnotized by the tattoo, by the military service. He's not perfect. He's this big burly guy with a voice. And Ryan was like, "Don't be scared of him, guys. Don't be scared of a burly white guy." You know, like that is literally them. You guys were fawning over the guy. You guys were fucking fawning over him. Holy shit. And then when someone would criticize him, oh, you guys are just being classist. He's just one of the common folk. You guys are just being elitists. Fuck you. You were fawning over the fucking guy, man. You embarrassed yourselves. You fucking tripped over your own fucking tails fucking fawning over this motherfucker to pretend like, oh, they're just talking about hogs. You're talking about you fucking idiots. I wish there was a fucking montage I could show of the glazing.
There's all of these different conversations that are happening at the same time that still are drip with condescension about Maine voters saying, like, this is about representation, democratic representation, and it's an issue set that we voted on, not a celebrity. And liberals in the national press can't conceive of this.
Right. It's an incredible level of contempt to have for the voters in Maine who came out. And what's interesting is that, like, yes, it's true that
Terror Trove Tales just became a member. Thank you so much, Terror Trove. That's fucking awesome. Well, welcome to the family, sir. Haley says, I looked it up to verify and I'm not seeing he said that. Can anyone else confirm it's actually not true? What are we talking about? Yeah, Emma quote tweeted a Grand Platner thing. Was like Platner for president. Dude, they were fawning over the guy. They embarrassed themselves. They embarrassed themselves. That's what's so funny about this. I hope they never fucking live this down for a very long time. Anytime they back someone, we just need to remind them, like, hey, remember Grand Platner and how shit your judgment was. These people have shit fucking judgment, man. And I guess I have shitty judgment for ever trusting these people as well. Or ever thinking that they could see beyond their whiteness. They can see beyond their benefits, what's good for them, right? They only care about what's good for them and what benefits them. They do not see how it affects other people. They might pretend to, oh, we care about Palestine. You don't give a shit about Palestine if you don't give a shit about a Blackwater mercenary going to 5 tours and then joining Blackwater and gloating about murdering Arabs. Do you really give a shit about Arabs?
he looks different than a typical politician, like a Jordan Wood or somebody who's running for Senate up there. But he also doesn't, you wouldn't be able to pick him out of a bar in Maine. Like, he looks like everybody else in Maine. So like there's this Washington and New York idea that like there's something like unicorn about this guy, when actually he just looks like everybody else up there. And what was so unusual, I guess, is that somebody like that could then be so captivating for so many people in Maine.
Dude, he can't fucking help himself. He can't fucking help himself. They're back. He just looks like everyone. He's so captivating. Ryan, just quit. And why don't you just fucking move to Maine? Just fucking move to Maine and become a Grand Platner's full-time political advisor. Just fucking do that. He can't stop fawning over the guy. The guy's fucking dropped out of the race. He's been accused of rape. Khalas, no one wants anything to do with him. And here he is. Well, he's captivating and people love him and he looks like everyone. He's just an oyster farmer. It's like, oh my fucking God, dude, just fucking stop. And by the way, hey, it's Shanae. Just became a member. Thank you so much. Fuck yeah. Welcome to the family. Hey, Shanae. Yeah, hello, sahla. Welcome. And you as well, Terror Tales YouTube. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. We got 22 new members today. That's fucking crazy.
You know, there's a story about how right after he launched his campaign, he had already been booked to shuck oysters at a Troy Jackson campaign event.
Oh my God, dude. Well, tell us about the oysters. How much of a common man is he, Ryan? Tell us.
And so Troy, gives his speech and says something like, actually, our oyster shucker over here, like just today or yesterday, filed his paperwork. He's going to run for United States Senate. And it's almost kind of like a joke, like and he's like, oh, you're serious? Like the oyster guy over here is actually running. And Troy's like, yeah, Graham, you want to say a few things? And Graham takes the mic and leaves the audience absolutely spellbound. like completely overshadows Troy Jackson.
He's talking about a rapist, by the way. Keep that in mind. He's describing a rapist who even Ryan is on record saying like, well, I think that the fact that Jenny, that his accuser, shared that story makes her account even stronger. So now, for all intents and purposes, Ryan has admitted that he believes her story, right? And he believes that she's credible. And the fact that she shared the glute massage detail makes her credible. Here he is describing a rapist. Please continue, Ryan. What's up with this rapist? What do you think of him?
You want to say a few things? And Graham takes the mic and leaves the audience absolutely spellbound, like completely overshadows Troy Jackson, who is very interesting politician with a profoundly working class background, not a great speaker. Like Troy Jackson would not claim to be a great speaker. And the people there are just like, our reporter was at this event. They're like, who is this guy? Where did he come from? And so there's this idea that he was like,
dude, this is so embarrassing. This is so fucking embarrassing. Ryan Grimm, you should be fucking embarrassed, dude. I got a tiny little channel. We're never gonna, I'm never gonna turn anyone against you, my guy. But like, holy shit, this is so fucking embarrassing, dude. He can't help himself, right? He can't help himself. The dude's been accused of rape. He's still out here fawning over the guy. He's a great speaker. He's captivating. He captivated the people. The greatest hits. They're doing the greatest hits. He's a relatable oyster farmer.
Manufactured by these like out-of-state consultants, and it's true that like he was recruited by some out-of-state consultants, but also deeply with the collaboration of the labor unions in Maine, which gets completely overlooked. But he also had this unique ability to captivate people's attention and convince them that he was going to actually deliver on the things that he was saying. So it's one thing to say things. It's another thing to be able to convince people that you mean it and that you're trying to bring them in. And so like, yeah, that's what people were getting behind, not this like, oh, he was wearing a flannel and had a deep voice. That's such a condescending understanding of how things unfold, and it's just not accurate. People are actually on the lookout for that kind of thing, and if you're not authentic to it, it's going to fall flat.
Yeah, and that's the same condescension that caused them to.
Harley 4303, who's our beloved member for 14 months. W's in the chat for Harley, says, I feel sick to my stomach. I can't imagine how Platner's victims are feeling watching everyone scramble right now. It must be so hurtful for them. It's disgusting, and this is just disgusting to watch, honestly. And even after the accusation, like for them to keep talking about him like this and just to praise him and praise how captivating he is and how amazing he is, and it's like, oh my God, no self-respect. And it's also just any other victim, anyone else who suffered about sexual harassment or rape or anything like that. Just listening to these people fucking talk about a rapist like this right now, it's fucking disgusting. It's fucking disgusting. They can't stop glazing him. It's insane. Folks, Brittany Simon is in the chat. My Assyrian cousin is here. Salutations to Brittany Simon, who's also been covering this deeply and criticizing Anna Kasparian and Ryan. She's been going hard. This is nuts, man.
Continuously put up losing candidates against Susan Collins every time, including Schumer and Gillibrand clearing the field for a nearly 80-year-old centrist who could not generate any enthusiasm. And so, like, when we're looking at right now what happens next in Maine, this is obviously a very messy situation, not ideal. But by July 27th, there's going to be 600 delegates that are selected at this nominating convention. And they're going to be selecting a candidate that best represents, hopefully, Graham Platner's platform, not his personal character, but what he stood for and what Maine voters said would best represent their interests. So you mentioned Troy Jackson here, and I want to play his launch video, his campaign ad for Senate.
Okay. I think we've covered this enough. How long is this interview? And they talk for like another, how long is this fucking video? Another 20 minutes. Ryan, I don't have more time to give you, sir, or Emma, but disgusting. I'm so disappointed in these two. Emma, at least, I'll be fair. Ryan is more disgusting than Emma in this case, but Emma is just such an idiot for that Nazi comment and saying that to a black person is just insanely tone deaf, these are people that clearly don't hang out with enough, I think, minorities. And if they do, it's maybe just sometimes in the context of like work, like maybe they'll have on a guest who's a minority or a commentator for like an episode, but like in their real life, in their day-to-day life, this is not a person that spends time with anyone who's not white, I think. This is just my personal opinion. The way they're talking, they don't have any close friends that are, wait, 1 second, let's see. Something in chat. Yeah, insane. Sorry, I was looking at chat. Okay, then there's just some people were going after Emma. Emma Vigeland not only doesn't push back, but reinforces that saying the word glute in a text message means a savage, serial killing, rapist, murderer has the right to enter your home after you told them they are not allowed. Emma says it's kind of insane how widely these abject lies are being spread. I opened the interview by saying that I disagreed with him, pushed back multiple times, and offered a differing opinion repeatedly. Please do clip the exact moment you're referring to. Well, let's see.
I guess perhaps this absolves him of the break-in. I guess perhaps this absolves him of the break.
Did you reply to this? Anyways, she's trying to defend herself a little bit more. So Lux says from the Politico article that night in late 2021, she said that she had exchanged text messages with him and told him not to come over. Told him not to come over. Is that not clear enough? Why is Emma conceding that he may be absolved of breaking it? Emma says, my point is that even if there was no break-in, that is immaterial to the rape accusation, the truly disqualifying part. I'm baffled as to why this is being so willfully misunderstood. I'm literally making the case that the rape accusation and its severity stand on its own. Then Lux replies by saying, perhaps this absolves him from the break-in. Direct quote, it does not. You do understand that this is a legalistic way of making an argument, right? I'm granting a smaller point to strengthen the more important one, which is the veracity of the rape accusation. The perhaps is doing that in what you quoted. Not sure how else I can explain it. I'm not going to go after her for that too much. I do appreciate her pushing back a little bit. Like, if I had to... Emma does come off as a little bit better than Ryan Grimm. Ryan Grimm is unforgivable. Ryan Grimm is just completely unforgivable. Emma is just behaving stupidly, I think. But what I would say is that none of them have minority friends. None of them have black friends. None of them spend enough time with people that are not white to actually understand how they feel. I think the only interactions they have with non-white people are fucking literally just guests that come on their show. They'll talk for an hour, and then they'll leave, and then they go back to hang out with their white friends and get that white perspective. And like, I'm sorry, it's very like a guy gloating about murdering Iraqis. That makes him cool. He wears flannel shirts. He's an oyster farmer. He's a burly man. Let's go. Nazi tattoo. Who cares? It's a cool skull and bones. He didn't know what it meant. That makes him relatable. Rapes a Republican person. Who cares? Rapes a Democrat. Now it's a problem. Oh, now it's a problem. Crotchy sends a hug and $2 Canadian. Thank you so much, Crotchy. That's very kind. We give you a hug back. I hope I never have to talk about this case again. Genuinely disturbing. I hate it. I hate the story. I hate that we even have to talk about glute. I don't want to say the word glute anymore. Do you understand? The word glute, I'm not interested in hearing that word again. Ever in my life. Okay. Is that fair? I fucking hate the word glute. Okay, what's going on here? 1 second, sorry. Just also as a reminder, if you're tuning in and you haven't watched me for a while, this is not my regular streaming setup, folks. I'm currently on vacation in America. Did I close the fuck? Okay, I gotta open a new window, I guess. Oh no, there it is. Before we jump into Clavicular in Israel, let us quickly have a fun little update today. Positive update. Noah Samsen has dropped this video today on his Twitter and on his YouTube channel. Ethan Klein lawsuit update dismissed. Let's fucking go. Here's some good news to wake up to. First thing I saw when I woke up.
Hey everybody, I've got a big lawsuit update for you. It's over. Ethan Klein has dropped his defamation lawsuit against me. He filed a motion to dismiss the case with prejudice.
Okay, 1 second. Are they still not letting me
meaning
move?
that he cannot sue.
1 second. Can I not move myself? Oh, there we go. Dude, I fucking hate OBS on my laptop. Okay, let's do that again.
Hey everybody, I've got a big lawsuit update for you. It's over. Ethan Klein has dropped his defamation lawsuit against me. He filed a motion to dismiss the case with prejudice, meaning that he cannot sue me for the claims in this lawsuit ever again. It's over. We won. I mean, kind of. We didn't really win anything. In fact, I actually lost like a bunch of time and money and peace of mind and all that. But I am no longer being sued, so I guess we'll take it. This lawsuit and
Congratulations to friend of the show, Noah Samsen. Of course, honestly, the end of the lawsuit, I would equate this. This is a victory. This is definitely a victory. He didn't technically win. He wasn't granted a victory by a judge. He's not going to get paid any damages or anything from Ethan Klein, or Ethan's not going to have to pay for his legal fees or anything like that. But this is a victory by Ethan dropping the lawsuit. This is an admission that he can't win. The facts aren't on his side. There's only one winner in this whole situation. There's only one winner in this whole situation, and that is Ethan Klein's lawyer. He is the only winner. He's the only guy that is getting paid regardless. You know, everybody loses. But Ethan Klein's lawyer, Ram Bar-Nassim, always wins.
The legal threats leading up to it have been a massive year-long headache. I'm super glad that it's over. I can get back to just focusing on videos. And we also get to donate the money we raised for my legal defense, which after subtracting the fees should still be about $100,000. Unfortunately, right now, GoFundMe is holding the funds for review. We've given them all the information they need and we haven't heard back. It's been super frustrating. Hopefully it gets cleared up soon. And once it does, I'll be posting an update on community posts.
Apparently GoFundMe is kind of a nightmare for this kind of thing. This is why when we did our fundraiser, our awesome Harley in chat was always like, you guys got to use Chuffed. Chuffed is way better for, especially if you're trying to use the money for like Palestine and Lebanon and stuff like that. It's kind of like, it specializes and stuff like that. So GoFundMe was always going to be kind of a, if they're trying to release the money to donate it, it's going to be trickier on GoFundMe. Chuffed is kind of the way to go for like charity, for raising money for charity, especially for the Middle East. Yeah. Chuffed.
Maybe a video. In the meantime, consider donating to Project Sarsour, which is where the money will go. It's my friend Ahmed's project. He lives in Gaza, and the money will go to help families there and a number of other projects.
Shout out to Ahmed Sarsour as well. And Project Sarsour. We had Ahmed on our show, on our Palestine fundraiser. Was it a year ago at this point? Yeah, we had Ahmed on. He's awesome. We also used some of the money that we had raised from that fundraiser to donate to Project Sarsour. So we've also been thanks to you guys. You know, the community has directly been able to contribute.
Anyways, so the first question you might have here is, what happened? Why did Ethan drop the lawsuit? And right now, I don't have a firm answer for that. Ethan hasn't commented publicly and did not respond to my requests for comment. But now that it's been dropped with prejudice and with no confidentiality clauses, I'm able to talk openly about everything that happened. And I think by the end of the video, we should have a little bit more of an idea as to how this all played out the way that it did. So first, a brief recap. In March of...
So here's what I think. I think Ethan was able to read the tea leaves, right? He just lost the Denims case. The appeal's probably not looking good. He probably did not want to lose 2 public lawsuits in a row. That would look really bad for him, right? So losing against Denims and then losing against Nour Samsen, that was not going to cut it for Ethan. So I guess they decided to cut their losses. But what they're going to do, and here's how they're going to present it. Because when H3 comes back from the break, they announced that they're going to have like a new set, new vibe for the show. It's going to look different, right? They're moving studios, etc. Here's how they're going to spin it, in my opinion. They're going to try to be like, well, new show, new set, new everything. I wanted to drop the lawsuits. I wanted to start fresh. He's going to be like, I had a great case against Nour Samsen. We chose to drop the lawsuit because we just wanted to start fresh. We don't want to deal with this drama anymore. You know what I mean? They're going to downplay it, and they're going to make it seem like it's part of the rebrand. We're coming back with a new show, new set, new attitude. You know what I mean? So I think that's how he's not going to be like, we had no chance of fucking winning. We just lost the Denims lawsuit and we didn't want to lose the second one. He's never going to fucking say that, right? So they're going to play it off as like, hey, rebrand, we're coming back. The goofs and gaffs are coming back. No more lawsuits. He's like, whatever lawsuits I still have pending, he's like, I'm going to finish those, but I didn't want to start any new lawsuits. That's why I forgave iDubbbz. That's why I decided to forgive Nour Samsen. We're forgiving people now. We're the positive show. Forget about all these lawsuits. I swear to God, that's what they're going to fucking say. I'm telling you now, quote me. Save this clip. Save this clip. New show, new vibe, new set, no more beefs. He just couldn't win the fucking lawsuit. They just didn't have a fucking case. They had a horrible case. But that's what they're going to make it look like. A rebrand. We're coming back. No more beefs. That's it. He's never going to admit that they were going to fucking lose. And by the way, here is the only winner. Here's the only winner, Mr. Ram Bar-Nassim. Where's that mouse? Look at this handsome motherfucker. This is the guy. Ethan might have lost tons of money. Noah might have lost some money to pay for the lawyers, etc. Everybody got stressed. Everybody got anxious. This motherfucker was having the time of his life. I had the time of my life, and I never felt this way before. I swear it's the truth. That's my Herbert the Pervert impression from Family Guy. And I owe it all to you. Must lay on paper, boy. Oh, Chris, you're the must lay on paper, boy. It kind of sounds like this guy. I had the time of my life. Must lay on paper, boy. The S whistle, I can't do that very well anymore. Must lay on paper, boy. Oh, Chris. Oh, Chris. I had the time of my life. And I've never felt this way before. I swear it's the truth. Anyways, I don't want to look at his face anymore. Why did I do this to myself? No. Must lay on paper, boy. You sexy paper boy, you sexy lawyer, wrong bar in the seam. You're out there colonizing the Palestinian land.
Last year, I released this video, The YouTubers Who Backed a Genocide. It was a response to a video from Ethan Klein called Content Nuke Hassan Piker. In that video, I highlighted a bunch of statements from several prominent content creators and used those statements to demonstrate the way that the Western media apparatus has helped to normalize Israel's genocide in Gaza. Things like atrocity propaganda, misinformation about groups resisting Israel, and Zionist historical narratives. Ethan Klein responded.
People are asking me to stop saying muscly on paper. I'm not going to say it anymore. We're done. No more Herbert the Pervert impressions. Demi hates it when I do that shit, dude.
Responded to the video by immediately threatening to sue me for defamation. He issued a cease and desist and demanded that I take the video down and apologize, or else he would sue me. He dedicated a few episodes of his podcast to issuing these sorts of threats.
All he has to do to avoid getting sued is apologize for everything he said and did. He started his second video by saying, Ethan's threatened to sue me. It's not a threat. I'm going to sue you. Noah said in his second video, Ethan's...
How's that working out for you, buddy? How are all the lawsuits? Can't wait for the rebrand. Can't wait for the excuse. We're back, folks. We dropped the lawsuits. I just wanted peace in my life. No more stress. Yeah, you couldn't fucking win, man.
Threatening to sue me. Have fun with that, I guess, he said. Well, I'm about to have fun with it, and unfortunately, I don't think you're going to be having much fun with it.
But I kept the video up. After speaking with several lawyers, I felt pretty confident that I'd be able to defend against a defamation suit, and I also believe that the cease and desist was just a scare tactic, as they're commonly used, to get me to delete my criticism from the internet. The deadline passed, and I didn't hear anything from Ethan, and it seemed like everything was good, but then a year later, 2 days before the statute of limitations was up, Ethan actually filed the lawsuit. He alleged that I defamed him with 6 statements, including the title and thumbnail of my video and various other claims that I made. He was seeking unlimited damages.
Dude, Ethan's lawyer was probably able to charge extra for this one because they waited so long before the statute of limitations almost ended, right? Ethan was probably not sure of it because he probably knew he had a shitty case. And like at the last second, he's like, fuck it, dude. He's like, I'm going to have to charge you more. Ethan, I am the Israeli settler lawyer. I will have to charge you more for this suit. We only have 3 days to file it. Ethan's like, do it. So he actually, I'm sure Ron Bar and Nassim got paid extra for this one too. Extra money.
And a jury trial. When you get served a defamation lawsuit, you have 30 days to respond or face default. So I spent the majority of my time the next few weeks looking everywhere to find a lawyer. Just to file a reply, I was being quoted upwards of $100,000, which is obviously pretty stressful.
Jeez, dude, that's fucking crazy. $100,000 to file a reply? Like, that is just fucking theft. That is fucking theft. How much work is this fucking lawyer putting in to get paid $100,000 to file one document? Like, are you shitting me? Like, that is just fucking theft. That is straight up theft. Theft. Crazy. What a waste of money that would have been. What a waste of money. $100,000 to put out one document? That is insanity, dude. Insanity. Fuck lawyers.
Because I don't have that kind of money on hand. So I ended up doing a fundraiser, and I fundraised as much as I could. We got not quite to the goal, but over $100,000, which I thought was pretty good. But as the deadline approached and I started to get even more stressed out, I still hadn't found a lawyer. That's when I got in touch with Deborah Drews. Deborah Drews is an LA-based attorney who specializes in defamation law. And honestly,
shout out to the lawyer. Shout out to Mrs. Deborah Drews for helping our boy out. Let's fucking go.
I owe her my life. She's an incredible lawyer, and from our first conversation, she showed genuine interest in this case. She was also willing to work at a major discount, which is what made it possible to donate most of this money that we raised. So anyways,
fucking awesome, dude. And I'm sure that makes Noah feel great because he felt fucking guilty about having to do a live stream to raise money for Ethan, and I had to sit there and be like, dude, it's okay, you deserve this. Like, it's not, you didn't ask for this, you didn't ask to get fucking sued. So he was like feeling bad that he was making people like come on. I'm like, dude, just take the W for a second. Like, just sit there, and you deserve this money. We know you don't want this money. We all know you would rather be doing a fundraiser to help the people in Palestine or Lebanon or whatever, right? But I just wanted to remind him, like, dude, it's okay. Like, you didn't ask to be in this position. You've been forced into this position, so you deserve whatever money you can get out of this to pay off your legal fees. So I'm glad. I now feel very happy for him that he was able to save most of that money and actually use it to donate it. He didn't have to spend most of it on. So W for the lawyer, by the way, because the fact that she accepted to work on a discount means that that money can be donated. So W Noah for doing that fundraiser, and W lawyer for allowing most of that money to go helping Palestinians, because I know that's what Noah wanted to do deep down and in the first place. And he hated the fact that he had to live stream for like 4 days just to pay off fucking legal fees. So ended up working out brilliantly. Because I know Noah was feeling fucking guilty about this, and he shouldn't. You know what I mean? He shouldn't. Even though I understand him, none of this was his fault.
Retained Deborah's counsel, of course, and we began working on our response. Our approach was going to be to file an anti-SLAPP motion. The SLAPP in anti-SLAPP stands for Strategic Lawsuit Against Public Participation, and the statute was designed to prevent powerful people from weaponizing their resources to silence dissent from critics that cannot sustain a long-term legal battle. A successful anti-SLAPP motion can dismiss frivolous lawsuits before they even go to trial and force the plaintiff, in this case it would be Ethan, to pay the defendant's legal.
Yeah, we got Jessa, who sends $3 Canadian and says, behind in stream, but appreciating the passion. Well, Jessa, once you get to this part and once you're all caught up, thank you so much for supporting us. Thank you so much for the generous dono and for the kind words.
Legal fees. As our work on the case progressed, we started to feel like we'd put together a pretty strong case. But then, just a few days before the filing deadline, Ethan Klein reached out to us looking to open up settlement talks. Now, at first, I was taken aback. Ethan sued me, made me pay a bunch of money, stressed out me and my family, and now he's coming to me to settle? No, we're not doing that. That's not happening.
Hey, let's go. Let's go. That's fucking awesome. It's like, fuck no. You're putting me and my whole fucking family through this? I got myself a great fucking lawyer. I want to fucking take you down. That's how you know he has a good lawyer. That's how you know, like, he has a strong case. Like, I don't want to fucking settle with you, you motherfucker.
Especially given how strong we felt our defense was. But Deborah, in her infinite wisdom and expertise, suggested that we didn't know what their terms would be. Maybe they really wanted out of the lawsuit, and maybe their offer would reflect this, and it could be good for us. A settlement would end proceedings immediately.
I agree with her, Deborah, and the fact that Deborah advised him to do that gave us the terms of the settlement, which we can now look at and pause and laugh at Ethan.
It would eliminate all risk, and it would free up the money that we'd raised to be donated right away. Depending on the specifics, that could be a pretty good deal. So we agreed to file an extension to start settlement talks. But nothing could have prepared me for what they came up with. In exchange for dropping his lawsuit, Ethan Klein wanted a public apology on my primary YouTube channel and Twitter account, pre-approved by Ethan.
That's what he wants, right? Ethan hates it if someone posts an apology on like their secondary YouTube channel. That's why when iDubbbz dropped his apology video and it was on the main YouTube channel, the first thing Ethan said was, well, I appreciate that it's on the main channel. Because you know that's what he wants. He wants it to get maximum visibility. He wants to try to embarrass whoever he's forcing to apologize as much as he can. So that's definitely, like, I'm not surprised that it's in the fucking terms of the settlement. It has to be on your main channel, not your stupid secondary channel. And they have to pre-approve. Ethan has to watch it and see if it's grovelly enough, the way he likes to describe it. He likes people to grovel.
Which would need to include a claim that he and his wife Hila have both.
So he has to apologize for saying my client supported genocide, acknowledgement that my client and his wife have supported the Palestinian cause, free to say he disagrees with my client and my client does too much to defend Israel. So acknowledgement that my client and his wife have supported the Palestinian cause. Yeah, you can't support the Palestinian cause by like offering shitty lip service every now and then. Oh, we believe in the Palestinian right to self-determination. It's bad. They should not be killed. But also Hamas uses them as human shields, and Hamas uses a hospital as bases, and you know, they're crazy. And they want to genocide the Jews. If the Palestinians outnumber the Israelis, they will kill the Jews. So, like, yeah, you don't support the fucking Palestinian cause. You don't fucking support the Palestinian cause. You might think you do. Maybe compared to other Israelis, you guys are fucking, you guys are Gabor Mate, you know? But I don't think so.
supported the Palestinian cause. He also wanted me to remove 6 separate videos from my YouTube channel. I'm pretty sure it's all the videos I've ever talked about him in, which includes several videos that are unrelated to the claims made in the actual lawsuit. He also wanted a non-disparagement clause, which would bar me from...
So videos to be taken down, YouTubers about. So the main video, the genocide supporting YouTubers respondent, Ethan Klein lawsuit response. Ethan Klein offers some safety advice for Jewish viewers of Hassan. Ethan Klein is suing me how to girl boss a genocide. He wants him to take down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 videos. That honestly, that's kind of ballsy of Ethan, like knowing that. I think he probably knew they had a shit case by then, which is why they were making the settlement. That's pretty fucking ballsy to make all of these demands knowing you can't get any of them and knowing you're gonna fucking lose. You know, I guess is this like his lawyer that recommended this? Listen, Ethan, I know we're going to lose, but just you have to posture. It's like when you go to prison, you punch the biggest inmate in the face to show them that you are not scared. We have to do this with Noah Samsen. We have to use the same strategy, Ethan. We need to pretend that we are not afraid. We are so confident. We are going to make all the craziest demands. Every demand, we are going to make it. Okay? K-Mac, 9160, who's a channel member, just gifted a membership. That's fucking awesome. K-Mac, thank you so fucking much for the generosity. You guys are being fucking sweet.
Ever publicly criticizing Ethan again. They did include a potential...
And non-disparagement, so no... and K-Mac also just become a member. K-Mac just renewed his membership. K-Mac, what's going on with everybody today? You guys are going fucking crazy. Thank you so much, K-Mac. That's so fucking kind. Thank you so much. You're very sweet. And a mutual non-disparagement clause. At least it's mutual, so it also means Ethan would have to shut the fuck up about Noah. I don't think there's a mutual non-disparagement clause with Casey Tron because Ethan and Ela have like just kept talking shit about Casey. So I don't know how that works. But mutual non-disparagement, that's interesting.
Clause, which would bar me from ever publicly criticizing Ethan again. They did include a potential provision to reimburse my legal fees.
Potential provision, depending on the amount, my client may be willing to replenish the amount used from the fund to pay legal expenses if the following were to occur. Funds would be donated to a mutually agreed upon charity. So I guess Ethan would have covered the lawyer fees as long as whatever Ethan covers goes to, like not in Noah's pocket, goes to help support some kind of charity that they would have to agree upon, potentially. Look, I'm not here. I don't want to give Ethan any credit, but I will give him just obviously we're not zero credit, but like in this case, you can kind of see he's starting to crack a little bit. You can feel like he's starting to crack, is what I'm gonna say. It's not credit, but sometimes I feel like Ethan wants to do the right thing, and I don't want this to sound like sexist or like to blame Ela, but I definitely do blame. I think like Ela holds Ethan back and has held Ethan back. Again, I've said this before and I'll say it again. If Ethan wasn't married to Ela Klein, I think he would have been on the right side of history. I think he would have been vocally pro-Palestine because he never used to like Israel, right? I think it's the fact that he's married to an Israeli whose family is in Israel and they've lived in Israel and now his in-laws are in Israel and they've got family there, etc. Ethan has no choice but to kiss the Israeli ring or to kiss the wall, so to speak. He has no choice, I think. So I think he's held back. I think when you see things like this, like, hey, I'll cover your lawyer fees if you accept the thing and we'll donate it to a charity. I think these are, and this is just me, again, maybe being too charitable, and I know, and you guys are going to say it in the chat, I know. But like, I feel it's like, it's the good part of Ethan trying to break out of what he's become. And sometimes you get a small taste. You get a small taste of the old Ethan. And somewhere in this potential provision, I'm sensing the old Ethan. He's speaking to me now. What are you saying, old Ethan? Ethan, what are you saying? I understand. Yes. I think I'm just losing my mind, but yeah.
Be donated to a mutually agreed upon charity. So that's great, but only if my public apology included an acknowledgement that Ethan replenished these funds so that they can go to charity. So these terms were, let's just call them inadequate, hard for us to accept, so we made a counteroffer. No apology, no confidentiality, full reimbursement for all of our legal fees, no deleting any videos outside of the ones which were about the lawsuit, which we felt would become irrelevant if it was settled, and then one public statement which would read as follows. Ethan and I disagree about a video I made in response to his video Content Nuke Hassan Piker. He thinks my video says one thing, and I think it says another. Both of us believe that YouTube is a place for free expression, and and recognize the right to criticize each other's views. So we've decided to end our dispute amicably. Keeping it out of court frees up funds to help families in Gaza right now.
That's a great fucking statement, I think. That is a great statement. Ethan and I disagree about a video I made in response to his video. Content new Kasan Piker. He thinks my video says one thing and I think it says another. Both of us believe that YouTube is a place for free expression and recognize the right to criticize each other's views. So we've decided to end our dispute amicably. Keeping it out of court frees up funds to help families in Gaza right now. Perfectly accurate. This would have been great. But this would have also painted Ethan negatively because Ethan wants to know this is a lie. You don't have the right to accuse someone of something that's heinous.
We sent these terms over and didn't hear back, so we prepared to file our anti-slap motion. It was all ready to go. I was kind of excited. Honestly, Deborah cooked. But then a few days later,
dare I say, I was also excited. I was also excited for you, man, especially now that I know that he had a good fucking lawyer and she was working on this shit and working at a discount because she understood the importance of this case and, you know, kind of connected with Noah and stuff. Very much appreciate that.
Later, Ethan filed the motion to dismiss with prejudice. And that was it. So back to that question of like what happened, why'd he back out? Because he hasn't publicly commented and he didn't respond to my request for comment, we can really only speculate. Maybe he did have a change of heart. Maybe he doesn't want to be the one that hands out lawsuits left and right to silence critics. And maybe if he were to admit this publicly and apologize for wasting my time and money and acting like a freak throughout the whole process, then maybe I'd believe that. But until then, I think there are more likely explanations. See, Ethan has stated publicly that his many lawsuits against smaller creators have damaged his reputation.
I don't want to be the fucking litigious asshole that's suing everybody. Like, I know what people think of me. I know what people say about me. I'm not a moron. I know, like...
Because you used to say it about other people that did the same thing, Ethan. You used to say that about people that used to sue people, you know, with shitty lawsuits, being extra litigious, with frivolous lawsuits. You used to be the guy on the right side of history. You used to be the guy we used to support when you used to get sued. And again, it's your precedent that helped Denims beat your ass in court.
The consequences of doing all these lawsuits and stuff.
The biggest backlash so far came very recently when he was criticized by a prominent YouTuber, Charlie of the channel Penguin Zero. He criticized Ethan's lawsuits, and these videos got millions of views.
Ethan, of all people, should be very familiar with how defamatory lawsuits can be exploited by those with a lot of money. He was the guy that...
Haley D sends a $2 donut, says, move over, Charlie Kirk. We are Deborah. What's her last name? Deborah Drews? We are Deborah Drews. We carry the flame.
Always fought on the right side of these kind of battles. And now in this case, I really think he's lost his way in that regard.
Ethan also just lost a lawsuit against the streamer Denims. He sued her for copyright infringement, and the ruling on this one was just brutal. The judge ruled against Ethan while citing his own previous case of defending against a frivolous copyright lawsuit. It wasn't until both of these events that Ethan began offering to drop his defamation lawsuits, in exchange for an apology, of course.
If Ian would issue a genuine apology, I'd probably think about dropping the lawsuit. And honestly, the same is true of Noah Samsen. If he just issued like a heartfelt apology, I'd probably consider dropping it.
And there's another part to this that I think is worth discussing, which is how Ethan's reputation has also taken hits due to his support for Israel. According to
Ethan, I think the only person that needs to issue an apology at this point is you, man. Issue an apology for like all of your ex-fans that you fucking drove away because of your Zionism stuff, all of your pro-Palestine viewers that have heard you spew out liberal Zionist bullshit for the past, has it been 3 years now? 2 or 3 years, dude? I don't even fucking know anymore. It's fucking exhausting. Everyone whose life you almost ruined with these fucking lawsuits, Casey Tron, Frogan, Denims particularly, especially Casey Tron and Frogan. Maybe Casey Tron the most. You caused so much fucking undue stress for Casey Tron and her family, dude. She was struggling to keep her family in a house and to pay for like the mortgages and everything, and to add so much financial stress on someone that she felt compelled to read this fucking apology that you fucking wrote for her. And then you gloated about it, and then you reacted to it multiple times on your show. Like if you really want to rebrand your show and you really want to come back with a new set, new energy, you have to take this all back, dude. You know, and take the power away from people like me, man. We're gonna keep covering you. We're gonna keep shitting on you if you keep acting like a fucking asshole. Like, you can silence your critics by behaving differently. You can silence your critics by saying and doing the right thing, you know? Will you ever get your old audience back? I don't think so. I think too much has happened. You've said and done too many horrible fucking things for us to be able to look at you the same way. But we can still forgive you. We can still forgive you. Shit, I'll be the first one to fucking be like, hey, you know what? I appreciate that apology from Ethan. He gets a W. I don't have a fucking problem. People should, like, unless you're Graham Platner and you've murdered Arabs and gloated about it on Reddit, unless you have a fucking Nazi tattoo, and unless you fucking raped someone, you know, Graham Platner, an apology is not going to mean shit to me. But what you've done, Ethan, can be forgivable. In my opinion, it is forgivable. But you have to issue a sincere apology to your fucking audience, man. But he's never going to do that because he's going to alienate whatever viewers he does have left. If he issues a sincere apology, he's going to alienate the anti-iDubbbz people and the Kino Casino fans and the Asmongold fans and the Destiny fans. They're not going to watch Ethan if he puts out an apology. They're going to find that lame. They're going to think he's a pussy if he does that. And they're going to use the term pussy, not me. You're a pussy. You know? So
him, this perception has ruined some of his personal and professional relationships.
From a professional perspective, our entire lives are ruined. Collaborations, partners, business partners, employees.
A lot of people in chat are saying we would never forgive him, and it's totally fair. You know, he would honestly what he would have to say and do would be crazy for people to like forgive him. I don't even know where to begin. Like, he's ruined so many people's lives.
Creators, you know, friends.
If you look at the trends in views and subscribers, there's been a demonstrable drop since October.
Like, yeah, you got to think too, if they're investing money now in a new studio, they're trying to relaunch the show. Why would you spend any money to like relaunch a show that's on the decline? They have to do something to try to get the show back, right? They have to do something. They have to try something. So I don't know. I'm kind of curious to see this comeback and to see how he addresses this lawsuit, how he addresses the Denims lawsuit. Because is it smart to invest a whole bunch of money in a dying podcast on a show that doesn't mean anything to anyone anymore? How long is that going to go for?
2023. Former fans of H3 are leaving and have spoken about the sort of rampant Zionism in that community. Apparently, even just wearing their
That's crazy, yeah.
merch now has an explicit association with the state of Israel. At one point, Ethan may have thought that suing me for criticizing his statements about Israel could change this public perception.
I'd love to see you reason out in a court document about how I and Mudahar support genocide. I really look forward to that.
But somewhere along the line, he must have realized that this strategy wouldn't work. When he got the chance to prove me wrong in front of a judge, just like he wanted, he folded. He backed out at the last minute. So here we are. So anyways, super glad this is all over, ready to get back to making regular videos. I'll update everyone with a post as soon as I can about the GoFundMe situation once that's cleared up. I appreciate everyone who has supported me throughout this whole ordeal, including those who have contributed to the fundraiser and the many creators who were kind enough to join in on the fundraiser stream. That was super cool. And once again, huge shout out to my lawyer.
Our pleasure, my dude. Happy to do it. Happy to do it again. Anybody, if you're getting sued by Ethan Klein, folks, hit me up. I'm more than happy to join your fundraiser stream. We will help you raise funds to fight Ethan Klein in court any day, all the time. Okay, we got nothing better to do here. You need some fundraising? Hit your boy up. I'll sit with you for 7 hours.
Deborah Drews and her firm Drews Legal. She genuinely saved the day. If you have any legal troubles in the vein of this case, her firm may be interested down the line, so hit them up. Okay, that's it. We're done. Done talking about Ethan Klein. See you in the next video. Bye.
It's done. It's over. So again, here's what I think. I think Ethan saw that he can't take two losses. They can't handle 2 L's in a row, 2 public L's like that. What is happening with the fucking chat? They can't handle 2 public L's like that. Denims and Noah Samsen in a row. So again, this is all going to be rebranded as, listen, we might have lost against Denims. And I think, you know what might also happen? And I'm not sure, but I think they're going to drop the appeal as well. I think if he drops the appeal against Denims, he hasn't done that, but it would help his case if he's trying to be like, listen, we're doing this because we're starting over, we're turning a new page, you know, we're starting off on a new leaf or whatever. I think he needs to drop the appeal against Denims. Of course, you have to drop the lawsuit against Frogan. Like, if you want to start on a clean, from a fucking clean, clean slate, you can't have a couple of lawsuits still pending. You have what they said they're coming back on like the 14th, the 15th, 13th of the month. You got time. Cancel all these lawsuits, man. That's a drop all of them. Drop the Denims lawsuit, the appeal. Drop the Frogan lawsuit, and you'll have, and the Reddit lawsuit, right? There's still the Reddit lawsuit. Ooh. You guys hear that? No, it's not catching. There's an ambulance or like a fire truck. Man, so many fires here, man. What's going on? Irene says, Ethan can't stand not being talked about. I think once he's never mentioned again, he'll turn to dust like a vampire in the sun. Well, someone was saying that like all he has left, the only thing he's got left are the lawsuits, right? That's all he has left. So now that he has no lawsuits, who's going to watch? What's going to happen? Goofs and gaps. That's not like, this rebrand is incredibly important for them. Like, I don't think they understand, like, if they don't have lawsuits and if they actually do want to rebrand and bring the show back as like a fun Goofs and Gaps type thing, like, how do you do that? How do you bring people back on board? The only people that were still watching the show were watching for the lawsuits and like their bloodlust because they wanted people to lose their money, lose their homes. I can't wait till Denims is homeless. I can't wait till Frogan is homeless. Those fucking freaks, right? So, I don't know, man. But yeah, I think this is it's gonna be played off as, well, you know, we just didn't want any bad blood anymore. I don't want to deal with this anymore. He's not gonna say that he had a bad case or that they weren't gonna win, right? They're never gonna admit that they were gonna lose. Well, my lawyer advised us to stop because we were gonna lose. That's not gonna happen. Okay, just one more. I'm gonna open up some of the clavicular links for the next story. As I'm here. No, why is it doing it here? Do it over there. Okay, let's try this now again. Look, Erfik. Sorry, all the links are opening up on the wrong tab. And why is it doing that? Let's try this here now. This is not going to be sustainable, my guy. Oh, this is going to take forever. Are you shitting me? Okay, in the meantime. Sorry, guys. Folks, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Yo, hello. Sorry. Sorry, I'm having issues for some reason. I'm clicking on links, but they're going on a wrong tab, so I have to drag each tab individually. And I think we're missing a couple. Let me just make sure I have all of the tweets I need. Also, my laptop is like overheating at the same time. Okay, let me count these. 12. 13. Okay, I'm missing one. Okay, whatever. We'll figure it out. F? Is it effing? Yeah, this is slowing down a bit. Okay, I think it's getting a little better. All right, here. So Clavicular, who's a fucking dumbass, is in Israel apparently, folks. Let's just react to some of this bullshit, right? Fucking dumbass out on a propaganda tour in Israel. By the way, I think this is apt. Look at that. Looks like he's going on a safari to look at a bunch of animals. Look at this. Why does he look like he's going on a safari to look at animals? I mean, look, I think animals are way more respectable than Israelis and Zionists. But like, he looks like he's about to go look at some fucking animals, right? Why are you dressed like you're going on a safari, dude? Day one in Israel. Might as well be going on a safari to look at wild animals in the street. Yo, Psychedelia, 98 cents, a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Psychedelia. Here, have some money. Oh, that's very kind. Thank you so much. Is the quality shitty or is it okay? Am I cutting too much in stream? Because I feel like my laptop's going to blow up. So day one in Israel. So Clavicular was like a pre-recorded live as well. So let's just look at some of his moments. So there's a reporter from the Free Press asked Clavicular whether Israel is genocidal and fascist. Let's see what he said.
Is this country a genocidal, fascistic place, or what do you want to look into there?
No. So I'm not a political guy necessarily, but you know, you look up on TikTok about Israel, and it says it's like bombs and stuff like that. Right. But we're here, and it's not that. It's a good time, you know. We were walking around at 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
I wonder why it's a good time. Do you think that the Palestinians in Gaza are having a good time? Do you think the people of southern Lebanon are having a good time? As Israel occupies and bombs them and ethnically cleanses them? That's the whole point, though, right? It's calm there as they bomb everywhere else. They can only maintain that calm and that fakeness that you see by murdering Arabs. That's the whole point, essentially.
And it's safe. It's like, yeah, we're here to help.
And this was the guy that was singing, but like this just goes to show how dumb Israelis are. This was the guy that went viral for singing Heil Hitler a few months ago with Sneeko and Andrew Tate. So the dude who went viral for being anti-Semitic and for chanting Heil Hitler in a fucking limo is now invited to Israel. And they want to fight anti-Semitism, right? They're against anti-Semitism. So you invite someone who was singing Heil Hitler to your country, you fucking idiots.
Have a good time, explore the city. It doesn't necessarily have to have a million political implications.
Okay.
We're kind of traveling around, meeting new people, and it's been a great experience. So it is what it is.
Is this country a genocidal, fascist?
I'm so glad that this guy fell off. It's kind of pathetic. Okay. Hopefully by closing some of these tabs, we will help. So look at this. I think this is the most Zionist, this is the most Israeli thing ever. Clavicular is gifted an OpenAI Star of David necklace in Israel. Could anything be more Israeli than this? Like, what does OpenAI have to do with this shit? Why is it even related to OpenAI?
from J Drip gave me this beautiful necklace. Wow. And I don't really wear necklaces, so I think it would be beautiful for you to have it. Sure. So it's an OpenAI logo. You know OpenAI logo? Yeah. And you got a Star of David inside of it. Oh, I think it's a pretty cool necklace.
Show the camera, Let's
try it. Look at this. Look at this.
Dude, is the video even working?
So ChatGPT?
Yeah, basically ChatGPT, Magen David.
Oh yeah.
Let's do it. Anyone know how to put on a necklace?
I'll figure it out.
So just give it to me, dumbass. That is so fucking Israeli coded. Open AI and a Star of David collab. Holy shit, dude.
I'm gonna have to make this a little bigger. So.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, let me make this a little bit.
Perfect.
Wow, guys, look at this. What a guy. Hey, thank you so much.
Oh, 100%. My pleasure.
I'm gonna have to find something to reciprocate. All right.
Good. My friend from J Drip gave me this beautiful necklace. Wow. And I don't really wear necklaces.
So fucking cringe. Meeting Clav in Israel. What is that?
Clav, welcome to Israel, man.
Hey, how are you, man?
I'm amazing, bro. Welcome home.
Hey, thank you.
Dude, a lot of people hate Israel because they've never been here, so I wanted to ask you, what's...
A lot of people hate Israel because they've never been here. I don't think it's because they've never been there, my man. I think they hate Israel because a lot of people are not allowed to go there, particularly Palestinians whose land this is. And that's why. And I think also there's little something, I don't know, maybe a genocide, maybe apartheid, maybe the fact that it's a religious ethno state that people don't like it. I don't think it has anything to do with people not going, with people that haven't been there. That's why they don't like it. Also, you guys are the most fucking obnoxious people on the fucking planet. So even going to Israel is not going to make it any better. I guarantee you, if I go to Israel, I will hate it even more than I hate it now. If I actually had to go to Israel and spend time with Israelis, I would hate it 10 times more than I hate it now. You're lucky that I have minimal exposure to Israelis. Where I live, I have no exposure to Israelis. Here in America, I'm at risk. I am at risk of running into Israelis, folks, and that scares me every single day. I'm terrified of seeing an Israeli. Or like an open like Zionist, or like people with like carrying Israel flags in Washington, D.C. I'm at risk here. I am at risk of running into these psychopaths, these murdering fucking psychopaths. So I'm so blessed to live in Lebanon where now 20% of our country is occupied by IDF and by Zionists. So I guess I'm not that lucky anymore, but I don't get to see them in my day-to-day. You know what I mean? They see me with their drones as they fly over. They spy on me all the time. They know everything I'm up to. At least I don't have to see them. So if I were to go to Israel, my God, man, I would hate them 100 times more. Holy shit.
What's your favorite part?
Honestly, the views. Like the view from my hotel is magnificent.
The views from Palestine are beautiful. You're right, Clavicular. Palestine does look beautiful. You'd love the views in Lebanon as well. That's why they stole it. They agree with you. Those views are beautiful. Let us keep it. Why can't we just keep it? I like the view.
Welcome to Israel, man.
Hey, how are you, man?
I'm amazing, bro. Welcome home.
Hey, thank you.
Dude, a lot of people hate Israel because they've never been here, so I wanted to ask you, what's your favorite part?
Honestly, the views. Like the view from my hotel
Is this music copyrighted, bro? Come on, what the fuck?
Magnificent of the Mediterranean Sea. The women here are gorgeous. I'm having a good time so far.
What's one thing you wish people knew about your trip here in Israel?
And the women are gorgeous. All Israel has going for them. Look, we have beautiful views and beautiful women. Want to join the IDF? My God. And again, most of these women are like fucking European and American, dude. They're just from all over the world. You might as well be in Miami right now, my guy.
One thing I haven't got to experience most of Israel. It's the first day. So.
But the people are friendly to you?
Yeah, everyone's been very nice. It's been great.
Amazing, bro. We're so happy to have you here. Welcome to Israel.
I appreciate it.
And welcome home, man.
Stop saying welcome home, Kesichta. It's everyone's home except the Palestinians. Even fucking Clavicular apparently is home now. Welcome home, Clavicular. What about this guy? He's Palestinian. Fuck him. This guy's trying to steal our land. So if you're Israel is apparently everyone's home, including Clavicular, except the Palestinians. If you're Palestinian, good luck, man. Get the fuck out. Clavicular, welcome home, my friend. Would you like some what's it called? Cold Stone Creamery? They don't have medium, small, and large. They have like it, love it, gotta have it. Would you like some? So, hilarious. What else? Clavicular Vision uncomfortable after being asked who funded his
Those
trip.
are questions you don't want to ask.
Let's see. So, as you guys can see, my computer is barely functioning at this point.
He's not.
Go ahead.
Are you self-funding this? Like, who paid for your flights? Who's paying for this?
Those are questions you don't want to ask.
So who's funding this trip? Who's paying for your ticket? Why are you there? Who's paying for your whole thing? Well, those are questions you don't ask because it's obviously the fucking Israeli government. This is an Israeli-sponsored trip. This is a government-sponsored trip. This is a propaganda trip. And great, they picked literally like the worst, most problematic streamer to like go promote Israel. Good for you guys. Good for you guys. I guess it works with our branding, right? Party. It's all about partying and drinking and getting drunk, which is what this guy does. And anti-Semitism. In fact, Israel is the cause for the rise of anti-Semitism. So inviting an anti-Semite to your country seems to fit with their strategy.
So that's confidential, you know.
Okay, understood. That's obviously gonna raise way more questions, like with your
Yeah,
audience.
I just said that because it's a viral clip. I actually don't even know.
I can guarantee you that there's no government.
It's a viral clip. I don't even know. The fact that you don't, my guy, it's the same answer. If your trip was funded by someone other than you, and if you don't know who's the funder, it's the government, man. It's this. Who's the fuck is this guy, anyways?
That's for sure.
Yeah, no, I'm just.
No government money.
Yeah,
Is it not? Like,
no government money.
Yeah, way to make the government look even worse. Like that's what people, because like it's not like there's already a lot of mistrust about Israel. So the fact that he's like, oh, I don't know who paid for my trip. I just want this clip to go viral. The guy's like, no, just don't say it's the government, man, because you're making us look bad now. Good job, Clavicular. Great job, dude. So yeah, obviously this is a government-sponsored fucking trip, just like the Destiny and the Destiny's trip was government-sponsored. Loner Box's trip was government-sponsored. Clavicular says he was hanging out with an IDF soldier, but emphasizes that there is nothing political about his trip to Israel. My guy, Israel's existence is political. The fact that Israel exists today as an apartheid state, as a Jewish ethno-supremacist state, it is political. Its very existence is political. So you being there cannot be apolitical. It is only political.
Absolutely. Yeah, bro. I mean, at the end of the day, anything in Israel or relating to Israel is going to be political.
Oh, good job. Smart.
But the women in Tel Aviv are absolutely gorgeous. I mean, like...
I guess that's all that's all we're doing. We're just doing hot IDF ladies again. It's 2008 again.
Yeah, I mean, for you, that's like, it makes sense, yeah.
Oh, dude, I thought that was an IDF lady next to him. That is a man. Holy shit! I thought that was a woman. Shit, that guy's serving. That guy's serving face. I thought this was the IDF lady soldier that he was dating or something. That just took me by surprise.
Really gorgeous. I mean, like...
Yeah, I mean, for you, that's like, it makes sense, yeah.
Bro, I was kicking it with this girl who was a soldier in the IDF. Hot as fuck.
I have news for you, Clavicular. Every woman you were gonna kick it with in Israel is in the IDF. It's kind of a thing they have going there. All men, all women, they all join the IDF. So every single person you're gonna kick it with, surprise, surprise, they're in the IDF. They've killed Arabs.
So like, that was sick. And like, you know, it's really just me traveling to a different place, like having a good time. It's nothing political about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, bro. I mean, at the end of the day, anything in Israel or relating to Israel is going to be political.
And like, I know they're doing this because he thinks this is going to make him go viral and it's going to be controversial and he's in Israel. I really don't even think this is going to give him the juice he thinks it's going to give him. I'm going to make fun of him a little bit today because he's a fucking idiot, but I'm not going to fucking talk about this ever again. Clavicular being in Israel. If you think this is going to give you a boost to your career at a time where Israel hatred is at an all-time high, no one fucks with Israel. You think this is going to make your audience fucking like you? You were hanging out with Sneeko and Andrew Tate 4 months ago, fucking chanting Heil fucking Hitler, dude. You think going to Israel is going to boost your kick numbers? What the fuck? Like, what a bad calculation. What a horrible fucking calculation. So here he is getting mobbed in Israel by fans. They're calling him the Jewish ISHO Speed. So is Clavicular like Jewish? That's why they're telling him to welcome home? Let me look it up real quick.
Jewish band, look, Jewish band. Oh,
I got you.
Yo, what's up, guys?
All right, so he's not Jewish, by the way.
Come on, Alex. Be polite. What the fuck?
Can you imagine people swarming for Clavicular? Like, how dumb of a society do you have to be? Oh, I get it. You have to be Israeli. That's what needs to happen.
Jewish band. Look, Jewish band. Oh, I got you.
And I thought I couldn't hate Israel more. Just when I thought I couldn't hate Israelis and Israel more, they show me this fucking footage of Clavicular being swarmed by Israelis. Are you shitting me?
Yo, what's up, guys?
Like, even Sneeko came to Lebanon. This didn't fucking happen. Sneeko came to Lebanon. This didn't fucking happen. We at least had a little bit of self-respect. He did go around to they took him to Rio Lento. They took him to the water park. He got some little fans walking up to him here and there, but no fucking swarms. You know? I wish I could tell you Lebanese people we're better than this, at least. And hey, say what you will about Sneeko. At least he's anti-Israel. At the very least, you know? But when Sneeko came to Lebanon, this didn't even fucking happen. And we don't get any celebrities in Lebanon anymore. No one fucking goes there. So you would have expected people to like fucking swarm. Like, you guys have Gwyneth Paltrow showing up there. You guys have Michael Rappaport. You guys have Jerry Seinfeld. You guys have all the celebrities, all the great, still totally relevant A-star celebrities. You know, those three I've just named, you know?
Come on, Alex. Be polite.
Yeah, Shanna says they legitimately swarm anyone vaguely famous who likes them. Yeah, if someone doesn't say they hate Israel, that's it. Number one celebrity, top celebrity.
Be polite. Here. Boss. Let's fucking go. No. Clavicular. I gotta get a video. Excuse me, fellas.
They're so fucking obnoxious, bro. Fuck Israel. Fuck Israelis. Fuck Clavicular. And these are the Ethan, I saw so many H3 fans in Israel. They also love Clavicular. Like, oh my God, dude, this is the worst society of all time. Like, even America has agreed that Clavicular is a piece of shit, right? Like, even America's over him. He's fucking flopping. No one's watching his fucking stupid streams anymore. And that's what Israel does. They eat America's leftovers all the time. Just gobbling up those leftovers. So desperate for an ounce of relevancy. And any positive press they can get, because they're not getting any fucking positive press. So they think Clavicular being there, oh, he's going to change the image. The world will love Israel again. This is so embarrassing. This is embarrassing for everyone involved, by the way. Dana Sufyanati sends a $2 donor. Thanks so much, Dana. And says, Kifak al-yom, kif ahlak. Dana, I'm doing great. Family's doing great. Parents are doing great. I'm doing better now. I was hungover in the morning, feeling a little bit better. Excited to go to the wedding in a couple hours. Never thought, I hate going to weddings. I hate weddings. But this was such a fun like reunion yesterday with like some of my best friends that I'm quite looking forward to it, honestly. Quite looking forward to it. Dana, thanks so much for the support. God, this is so pathetic, dude. This is so pathetic. I would say I feel secondhand embarrassment for them, but like they're Israeli, so I don't feel anything for them. Unfortunately, you know. Why can't I minimize this? Come on. There we go. Don't worry, laptop. 2 weeks from now, we'll be back home, and you will get your eternal rest. Chris Kunzer had a hilarious tweet. Says, Israelis being Clavicular's target audience is perhaps the least surprising thing ever. Now, I don't know how fucking real this is, but you know what? I'm willing to believe it. I believe it. I don't care if this is AI or not. My mind just sees this, and I'm like, yeah, of course this would happen. Parody Jeff says, why the fuck is Clavicular hanging out with Ben Gavir? So I'm guessing this might not be a real photo, but would you be shocked? Would you be shocked if this wasn't part of the fucking tour? Hanging out with Ben Gavir. Go have a conversation with Yoav Galan as well. A sit-down. Clavicular has sit-down with really good guy Yoav Galan. Mr. Yoav, why don't you tell me about the beautiful girls you have here? How come you have so many beautiful girls? Well, Clavicular, we cut their access to food, water, electricity. That way they have no choice but to lose weight. Once we cut off their access to food, they will have the physique that we desire here in Israel. And then when the tourists come here, they see them and then they appreciate them. This is why we apply the same force and same terror to the Palestinian animals. We cut their access to food, water, electricity. They think it's because we like to torture them, but no, we just want them to look beautiful. We want them to live out their potential, which is the only reason why we cut access to food, water. Because they must look their best. If they function on a calorie deficit, it is the only way. The calorie deficit is the only way, Clavicular. You know this. You know this. You're a beautiful man. A calorie deficit is the only way to guarantee that all of our women are beautiful, so that when a beautiful man such as yourself steps onto our land, he recognizes the beauty, the inherent beauty. So when people claim that we are committing war crimes, we're not. We are simply helping the Palestinians go on a diet so they can look their best, and then they could say, oh, look, the Palestinians look just as pretty as the Israeli women. Of course. Clavicular made a boss call after finding out his Israeli girlfriend had to log into the IDF TikTok. Holy shit, look at that. So the girl he's in, like, controls the IDF TikTok, which makes this even more of a propaganda government-funded trip. Like, how the fuck is this not government-funded, man? Do you think we're fucking idiots? Do you think we're stupid, man? Look at that busted up face, too. Sorry, guys. If Israelis, I'm going to make fun of their physical appearance. I don't give a shit. Look at that busted up fucking face she got. Holy shit.
I don't have it on my phone. She's got the IDF login on her TikTok.
Yeah, chew gum with your mouth closed, you fucking piece of shit. It's not how we chew gum. Close that fucking Israeli mouth of yours. Close that Zionist mouth of yours, you piece of shit, while you chew fucking gum. Edib Edafik.
I'll ask if we can post a video. I'll get permission.
I'm not sorry. Chewing gum with your mouth open is a pet peeve of mine. Disgusting. No class. No class.
Do you want to post a do you want to do a TikTok on the IDF account? I don't care.
Even this guy's like, oh. Even this guy thought it was like, oh.
What will we do? Go up. Just act stupid. I just have to ask for permission.
We got to get Clavicular an Israeli wife, folks. We got to get Clavicular an Israeli wife. It is only right. It is only right. And only then will we be able to get the greatest content of all time.
I just have to make one phone call. Hey, Yossi, what's going on, man? We're streaming right now. Do you know anyone who at the IDF? Because I'm with one of the social media managers, this girl who has the login for the TikTok account, the IDF TikTok. So we're wondering if we could get permission to do like a video on it.
So he wants to like promote the IDF now. Very nice. Very cool. Very fucking cool. Dude, this guy's a fucking dumbass. This guy's a fucking idiot. Straight up doing Israeli propaganda. You're so easy. You're such an easy target, man. You're such an easy fucking target, dude. God damn.
I'm not sure if I know offhand, but I was with someone today that used to run it, so I can ask him who's running it right now. But it's probably worth filming something.
She has the login.
Post it tomorrow.
No, she has the login.
Yeah.
So I mean, we want to do it today. So yeah.
What's the problem? She has the login.
She has the login. So I'm saying, just.
I would be sent to jail.
We want permission to post a video on TikTok.
Oh, okay. She already sent the jail know that permission. Okay, I got that.
See if they're okay with it.
Yeah.
Do I have an officer? Yeah, my officer I think would kill me
Ugly ass Zionist. Sorry, guys.
and send me to jail
Okay,
at the same time.
Yeah. It's good. It's good for them if we just do a TikTok by the beach or something like that.
Yeah, I can work on it. Probably take I can text the guy, but like I doubt I'd be able to do it in the next like hour. Like probably we're doing it on Sunday or Monday.
All right, we'll see. Maybe he'll respond tonight. We'll see. Okay. All right.
Okay, I'll try.
All right. Goodbye. Bye. All right, we're gonna get permission. It's okay.
I'm rooting for you.
What is he giving her, dude? Trying to give her like some. What are you giving her? Like vitamins? Hey, look, have some ecstasy. By the way, I put out like a couple of tweets just to make fun of this fucking guy. Where were they? Oh, so yeah, he can now finally go on a triple date with Ethan Klein and Willie Mack. Can you imagine that triple date? Ethan and Ela, Willie Mack and his IDF wife, and Clavicular and like this IDF social media person. Clavicular, please give us what we all want. Marry an Israeli person, move to Israel, and give us the triple date we've all been dying to see. The collaboration we've all been dying to see. Ethan Klein, Willie Mack, you, and your Israeli honeypots. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go, man. Come on. And also this, I'm an artist from Israel, and Clavicular is my streamer. Beautiful. Yeah, okay, he's joking about the Gaza Strip, too. Clavicular, look, I'm not going to make any, whatever calls to violence or whatever violent thoughts I have about Clavicular, I'm just going to think of them right here in my head. You know what I mean? I'm just going to imagine everything here in a nice little friendly way. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, no calls to violence. Never. It's a horrible thing. In Minecraft.
After we get out of this entrapment here. This is the Gaza Strip.
Just 1 second. Give me a moment. Let me just imagine a couple of things right now. Okay. We good. We good.
Get out of this entrapment here. This is the Gaza Strip.
Hilarious. Hilarious. What else has he got? Well, he went to the beach. Look at that.
So nice. I want to go to the end.
Bro, look at the sunset.
Yeah. Nice to meet you. It's beautiful here.
Wow.
What is over there, too?
I have no idea if it's his video that's lagging or if it's my fucking laptop that's lagging. Let's try this again.
So nice. I want to go to the end.
Bro, look at the sunset.
Yeah. Nice to meet you. It's beautiful here.
Wow.
What is over there, too?
Gay beach.
The what?
Look at the flag.
The gay beach? What the fuck is a gay beach?
It just
Just what it fucking sounds like, dude. A gay beach. What the fuck's a gay beach? It's what it says. Gay beach. You go there while being gay.
Israel, everything's open.
That's your type. That's your type, Brock.
We are very open here in Israel. We love the gays. They have their own beach. Okay. That's essentially it, folks. There's really nothing to fucking say. This is obviously a honeypot trip. Let me see if did I miss anything. OpenAI, who paid, nothing political, Jewish speed, Ben Gvir, IDF girl Gaza joke, gay beach. Oh, the original looks master. That's the final link that didn't open. Here we go. Teaching. So this is Yossi Faro. I guess this is the guy who gave him the OpenAI Israel necklace. Let's see what he has to say about the Torah being the original looks maxer.
I'm here with Clav in Israel. He's not the first looks maxer. So my name's Joseph, my Hebrew name, and there was a guy in the Bible named Joseph, extremely good looking, and it says in the Bible that like he would fix his hair and fix his body to like make him look better.
Let's try this again.
3. I'm here with Clav in Israel. He's not the first looks maxer. So my name's Joseph, my Hebrew name, and there was a guy in the Bible named Joseph, extremely good looking.
By the way, just a hideous person. What a hideous human being. He looks fucking disgusting. And I'm sorry, we don't go after people's physical appearances here. We try not to. When it comes to Israeli Zionists, a lot of rules go out the window here. I become a fucking piece of shit. I don't care. Look at this nasty fucker. Look at this nasty fucker. You think Clavicular would be seen with someone that looks like you normally? But he has to now because he's in Israel. Ugh. Look at this fucking beard, man. People were calling me, Guam was saying I had a nasty beard, and that Arabs have nasty beards. What the fuck is this?
And it says in the Bible that like he would fix his hair and fix his body to like make him look better, and basically a looks maxer. And his dad basically gave him a blessing, and a blessing that his brothers didn't like him and they were really jealous of him. So his dad gave him a blessing that the evil eye would not affect him, that he would be immune from the evil eye. That means like people like hating on him, people like wishing on his downfall. So I think that might apply to you. I think you're a little bit of a looks maxer, and definitely got a few haters here and there. 3. I'm here.
Sorry, my laptop's exploding. The video can't even. I've closed every single tab. This is literally the last fucking thing we have. Let's try this one more time. Is the original Luchtmacher? Tell us more, Joseph.
So his dad gave him a blessing that the evil eye would not affect him, that he would be immune from the evil eye. That means like people like hating on him, people like wishing on his downfall. So I think that might apply to you. I think you're a little bit of a Luchtmacher, and you definitely got a few haters here and there. So as a Kohen, I want to give you a blessing that the evil eye, that you should be immune from the evil eye, that anybody that hates on you and wishes bad on you shouldn't affect you.
Amen.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Thank you. Let's get
شبات قايرة يا اخو الشرموطة انتك انت وبيك وامك وجدك وسليلتك كلها يا اخوات الشرموطة قايرة بالصهيونية قايرة بالاسرائيلية قايرة باسرائيل قايرة بلحيتك بوجهك بكرشك يا مقرف بكس ام قرفك ريحتك تعال على هون شاممك من هون يا قير كس اختك بقايرة يا اخو الشرموطة وقايرة بامك يا كلافيكولر يا اخو الشرموطة يا حمار بهيم ايو ايو Shabbat shalom. Yeah, this is laptop abuse, right?
picture.
Okay, we're done. Look, let me close this off. This is an M1 MacBook Air, folks. This is horrendous laptop abuse. And my chat keeps refreshing. Look at that. Every time I open, I cut back to myself. The chat looks empty. Anyways. I was gonna try to show you two more things. I have like 10 more minutes. But Allah yistor, bro, this fucking laptop. Terrifying. It's so risky. So let me try. Can we do a couple of Argentina things real quick? Now that we're done with the main stuff. So yeah, that was Claviculars. Chris is saying Clav needs to be rescued. No. Clav is where he belongs. Oh, dude, oh my, yeah, this is gonna blow up, dude. Yeah, Clavicular. We're gonna try. You should have seen how my notepad just opened in slow motion. Like, let's scroll up to Egypt memes. God, it's so hard not to look at this Egypt stuff, though, man. It's so funny. Look, why are you opening on the wrong fucking thing, though? Cafe. Both new. We're not gonna do that. Goat. Racism. Ref apologizes. Yes. So I'm just opening up some links. Dude, I want to, I just want to smash this laptop. I just want to smash it to bits. Open your fucking link, open, dude. It's not even opening links anymore. My laptop is trying to tell me something. It's like, please, no more. Please. Okay, dancing. We have that. Egyptian removes. Calm King. Yeah, let's watch the Calm King one. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Sorry, guys. This is giving me anger issues. Requires a lot of... Oh, yeah, the laptop is exploding. Insane. Okay. And then one more. Sorry, guys, I literally have to get these links one by one now. And I can't even click them anymore. I got to copy paste them. Next year, if I ever do this again, I'm buying a new laptop. I promise. I promise. I just didn't need one for now. Next year, I couldn't justify the money for it. You know, at least like $1,500 to get like a decent laptop. I'm not gonna do that now. Is it freezing a lot? I think just closing down the notepad made a massive difference. Was the notepad doing all of this shit? Okay, I think so. Okay. Couple more little fun things. Yeah, yes. Yep. Yep. Look, one second, guys. I might just give up on this segment of the stream because my laptop is like just not it's not helping out. Calm King, this fucking one, yeah. You guys are watching someone's laptop die in real time. You guys are watching someone's laptop die in real time. Isn't that nice? This has been the biggest challenge of this trip, is just fucking streaming with this fucking computer, man. Fucking everything I do now takes 10 seconds. I'm gonna turn this off. It looks fine. Oh, if it looks fine on your end, that's good, because it's so choppy the way I see it here. So, as long as it's okay for you guys, everything is like freezing here. Oh my god, dude, what is going on? The fuck? Let me see how it looks like on my phone. Oh shit, Chris Blessing sent a $10 super chat. I didn't even see that on my chat. On the laptop's not even showing me the super chats anymore. I'm looking at my phone. Chris Blessings, thank you so much. Look at that, everyone. We got a super chat from Chris. Chris, thank you so much. That's way too kind. W's in the chat for Chris Blessings. Chris Blessings 45. Chris Blessing 45. Chris, thank you for blessing us with that dono. So I guess it looks good for you guys. It looks okay for you guys. It just looks horrible for me. You Watson sends a €5 dono. Thanks so much, you Watson, and says £5. Says have fun at the wedding. Big congrats to Noah. Right? Fucking awesome for Noah. We're all so fucking happy for Noah. Friend of the show. And thank you guys so much for the donos. I'm so sorry about the technical difficulties. This laptop needs to be fucking formatted. Formatted. Okay, I'm not even going to try to click anything there anymore. Dude, am I even going to be able to end the stream? I can't even click end stream. Oh my god, how am I going to end the stream? I'll figure it out. I genuinely can't even end the stream. Like the click end stream button won't even work. What the fuck? All right, I'll figure it out. Anyways. Netanyahu is supporting Argentina in the World Cup. It's official. Can I hear it?
כן, וכבר גם 2 עשורים שהוא עושה את זה וביד... באמת.
תראה, זה הזמן היחיד שלנו באמת לדבר. ואחרי שאנחנו מדברים, אז מסתכלים על... אני מחפש את ארגנטינה.
כן.
אתה יודע למה?
I look for Argentina. Why? Tell us why. As if Argentina needed more people to hate it, right? Verify it's you. Need to verify it's you. Of course it's me, you dumb motherfuckers. I'm live. They're making me fucking sign into my YouTube. Are you fucking shitting me, motherfucker? I'm live right now. What do you mean verify it's me? I've been streaming for hours. Okay. Okay. Let's watch this back, shall we? If I can.
תראה, וזה הזמן היחיד שלנו באמת לדבר. ואחרי שאנחנו מדברים, אז אתה יודע, מסתכלים על... אני מחפש את ארגנטינה.
כן.
אתה יודע למה?
מסי, אני יכול לנחש?
לא, לפני זה דווקא יש להם נשיא שהוא...
וואו.
אגב, חבדניק.
וואו, הוא כוכב.
הוא כוכב עליון, באמת כוכב עליון, והוא עשה שם דברים מדהימים מהכלכלה שלהם, על ידי אימוץ.
He's done horrible things with their economy. The Argentinian president is a piece of shit.
עקרונות כלכלה חופשית, אנחנו אוהבים לדבר על זה, אבל מילי הוא ידיד ענק של ישראל, והוא הביא נבחרת לא רעה, הייתי אומר בכלל, זה לא רע שיש שם אחד כמו מנוסה כזה, ותיק, ויודע להפקיע שערים. הוא בן 39.
כן, וכבר גם 2 עשורים שהוא עושה את זה ביד רמה, אתה מזדהה?
Israeli Joe, he literally stole the Joe Rogan podcast vibe. He's got the black curtain behind the guest instead of the red curtain. He's got the bricked wall. Look at that, an Israeli Joe Rogan show. Same fucking camera angles.
וואו.
ואחרי שאנחנו מדברים, אז אתה יודע, מסתכלים.
כן.
זה דווקא, הייתי אומר...
Look at that, dude. He's fucking doing the Joe Rogan thing in Israel. That's so fucking stupid. You're so fucking silly, dude.
בכלל, זה לא רע שיש שם אחד כמו מנוסה כזה, ותיק, ויודע להפקיע שערים.
עשורים שהוא עושה את זה ביד רמה, אתה מזדהה?
אני אגיד לך,
Do you identify with Messi? Wow. I'll tell you, I met him. Well, we know you met him. We've covered that extensively here, man. Aitors with 100 Argentinian pesos. Thank you so much, Aitor. Says the hate campaign against Argentina is about isolating it. Perhaps they want to convince Argentinians that the Zionists are friends or to foster indifference before its territorial surrender. It's scary. Yeah, people are saying that like Israel's trying to take over like Argentina. Like I don't know. I've seen a couple of tweets saying that. This is so fucking stupid. Anyways, let's see what else is there. Israeli Channel 13 airs a report on Israel's celebrations of Argentina's victory and conducts an interview with the Israeli who went specifically to raise the Israeli flag in front of Hussam Hassan, the Egyptian coach, saying that this was done in revenge for Hussam Hassan's raising of the Palestinian flag and his talk about Palestine. What a fucking evil motherfucker.
Tenía mucha bronca por el Perán errado, por cómo... המצרים העמומים סירבו לקבל את רוע הגזירה והאשימו את כל העולם, מהשופט ועבר ועד לקונספירציות על פיפא. ישראל שהונף ביציאה...
Oh, that's the fucking dumbass who carried the flag? أردت أن أذهب مع علم إسرائيل لأنني كنت أعرف أن ذلك الشخص ضد إسرائيل جدا. So he's saying I wanted to go and carry the Israeli flag because I knew that this person was against Israel. And he's always talking about Palestine. So he literally went there to wave the Israeli flag to spite the Egyptian coach. What a fucking piece. What a slime ball. Fuck Israeli society. Worst society on the fucking planet. No sympathy, no empathy for you fucking people.
בגלל שאני ידעתי שהוא מאוד נגד ישראל. הוא תמיד מדבר על
חוד יאיר כסמק בעירה.
יוסי, אוהד ארגנטינה, הוא זה שהתעקש להציב את דגל ישראל דווקא מול עיניו של המאמן המצרי.
רצתי מהר.
I ran quickly because I had the Israeli flag and I wanted the coach to see it.
כדי להראות את הדגל של ישראל לדירקטור טכני.
Should have tripped and broken something. That would have been nice. That would have been funny.
כי השחקנים היו אומרים לי...
Because the Egyptian players were يلعنوني أما أنا فكنت أفعل هكذا كنت أقبل علم إسرائيل. Okay, I think he was saying that the Egyptian players were like cursing. I don't really understand this line.
אני הייתי עושה ככה. אני הייתי נותן נשיקות לדגל של ישראל.
וגם כאן בארץ, חברים...
You single-handedly, you fucking dumbass, have made the world hate the Argentinian team, hate Lionel Messi. Good fuck. I honestly love this convergence of Israel and Argentina, because this is going to make any Argentina fan feel a little bit ashamed. And I know they all feel a little bit ashamed now. Even if you used to genuinely love Argentina, how can seeing this not make you cringe a little bit? And I've been seeing so many tweets now of like people saying like, my biggest ick if someone tells me they're an Argentina fan, or my biggest ick now, my new ick is if someone tells me they're a Messi fan. It's done. It's finished. It's finished. They've lost it. They've lost the PR war.
משלחת ארגנטינה למכבייה.
משלחת בלוחים. אנחנו באים מאחוות השרמוטה. Anyways. What else we got? Egyptian snack maker Chipsy has halted all production on Lionel Messi branded packaging and products following Egypt's 3-2 World Cup loss to Argentina. I don't know if this is true because I've not been able to find a single article to corroborate this. All I found are tweets. So I don't know if this is actually true, but if it is, it would not shock me, and this is fucking hilarious. The Egyptian chips manufacturer Chipsy has stopped production of all of their potato chips packaging that has Messi on the fucking packaging. If this is true, this is the most and I choose to believe that this is true because Arabs are petty. Egyptians can be petty. And when you're cheated out of a World Cup in the way that they were, this is the least that they should be fucking doing. But if this is true, this is fucking hilarious. Look at that. All these Messi chips, it's gone. Bye-bye, motherfucker. Bye-bye. No more Chipsy. Okay, now we're gonna. This is some. Actually, we're not gonna watch this one. I want to watch. What is this? The fuck is this? It's not what I opened. Look at this. This is just something that I saw. I didn't watch this during the actual game. Just look at what a fucking asshole this Argentinian player is, and look how calm Mo Salah, and the composure that he keeps. Okay, and by the way, look at the referee watching this and not doing anything about it. Oof, my God, dude, my God. And look at this fucking calm king right there. But then he has some choice words for him. Like, you know, I'm sorry, normally you could punch this guy in the fucking face, but like he's gonna get eliminated, etc. He's literally just like, I don't know what he's telling him, but he's like, you motherfucker. And I like, this is the translation to English. It says, calm like kings, O God, you son of Salah. What a dirtbag. Just what a fucking dirtbag, dude. It takes so much composure not to lose your shit on a fucking thug. This guy's a fucking thug. This guy's a fucking scumbag, a fucking dirtbag. That's an athlete. This is a sports player. This is a professional fucking football player who represents his country on the biggest national stage. This guy? Are you fucking shitting me? He deserves to be punched in the fucking face. I'm not going to do it in most of but someone should fucking hit this motherfucker in the face at some point. In Minecraft, of course. It's like this fucking dirtbag right here. And the referee's just fucking watching. Crazy, dude. The referee's right fucking there. Right fucking there, man. Worst fucking game I've ever seen. Genuinely. I have one more thing to show you guys. You guys want to see some revenge? You guys want to see some revenge? This happened I think 4 years ago. I think this happened in 2022. Okay, they were playing against the Netherlands. And the Argentinians were, as usual, being their usual dirtbag selves. Oh, no, that's not the one. God, where is it, man? Please, do I have it here? New goat. Yeah, that's the one. Sorry. But this is also relevant. This is also relevant. Okay, check this out. This was in 2022. The game was also rigged against the Netherlands because they wanted Argentina to make it to the next round. Look at this. Straight up handball. Look at that. And then that's the moment he knew. There's all these memes on like that's when these players knew that it was happening. This is when he found I forget this guy's name. Van Dijk. Look at that. He's like, what the fuck is going on here? Fucking dirtbag. That's by the way, that's like an automatic yellow doing that. Like just on purpose smacking a ball down with your arm. Could even be a red. But then there's the most badass moment in history, which I think is this. Look at this. Look at this. So look at this Argentinian player. Tackles this player from the Netherlands. Tackles him. Drops him. Then kicks the ball at the Netherlands teams sitting in the stands. Look at what a fucking piece of shit. Look at that. Tackles him. And then just kicks the ball at the team from the net. Like, how fucking crazy is that? How fucking crazy is that? But then look at Van. I think is his name Van Dijk? Virgil Van Dijk. Virgil. Look at Virgil. Okay. Look at this. This is the greatest moment I've seen in so long. There he is. Boom. Boom, motherfucker. Like, you did what? You just tackled one of my guys, then shot the ball at my fucking team, you motherfucker? Look at that, dude. I can watch this on loop all fucking day. Like, he thought he got away with it. You know what I mean? He's like, oh, I'm good. Nothing's going to happen. Gets fucked. Hi. Bam, little bitch. Yeah, what you gonna do now? What are you gonna do now, little bitch? Like on the floor, rolling around? This is the only acceptable way. This is the only acceptable way to deal with these Argentinian pieces of shit. This is the only way to deal with these Argentinian pieces of shit. This is how you fucking do it. This is how you fucking do it. Someone fucks with you, you fuck with them right back. Especially when you know the game is rigged. You got nothing to lose at this point. Just take them out. Fucking take them out. Sweep the leg. Like, what are you going to do against this guy? Fucking giant. One more time? Can we do it one more time? Little bitch boy. God, dude, my respect for this guy just went up 100. I feel it, dude. I feel this in my chest, dude. I fucking feel it. Next time I'm gonna fight, I'm just gonna do that, you know? Either the Zidane headbutt or the Virgil chest bash. Yeah, Zidane headbutting the guy for, even though I was with Italy. But fuck that guy for saying what he did to Zidane, of course. Zidane's a fucking G. But anyways, folks, I need to get ready for the wedding. I need to give this fucking laptop a break. Holy shit. We survived another day. We survived another stream. I hope the technical difficulties aren't getting in the way of these streams, you know? I swear the content is better when I'm home, when I have my laptop and when I have everything. So if you're watching these streams and you're like, I don't know if I'm feeling this. Trust me, when I get back home, when I have my laptop, when I have my PC and everything, the quality of the show and my mood will improve greatly. Let me just close this thing. Halas. It's closed. Oh my God. Guys, thank you so much for being here, by the way. We got so many new members today. Let me thank everybody who contributed today, because you guys have been fucking crazy. First of all, starting with Janetti Sketty, who started the stream off with the 5 gifted memberships. Janetti, thank you so fucking much. Mustafa, who gifted another 5 memberships. Mustafa, thank you so much. Haley D, which slammed us with 10 memberships right after that. Thank you so much. And Haley with some more super chats. We got Trevor, Terra Trove, Tails YouTube sent us a super chat and then became a member as well. Thank you so much. Hey, it's Shanae became a member. Shanna9078 became a member. Awesome. Thank you so much, Shanna. Crotchy sent in a super chat. Jessa sent in a super chat. K-Mac became a member and gifted a membership. Thank you so much. Psychedelia98 sent a super chat. Thank you so much. Dana Sufyan Ali. Chris Blessing. You Watson. A-Tours. Thank you guys so much for all the generosity today. You've been fucking fantastic. Means a lot to have you guys here. And with all of this shitty technology, we are going to be doing a full suit stream once. So the next, so no live stream tomorrow, most likely. Tomorrow's gonna be a pretty day. I might be seeing Comrade Casey tomorrow. Actually, Comrade Casey's coming to DC. I might be able to spend some time with Comrade Casey tomorrow. If we do, I'll see if we can maybe do a quick like IRL stream together. Just pop in and say hello to you guys. I'll try to bring some gear with me, just so that in case he's down, we'll do a quick IRL stream. I hope I can get to meet him tomorrow. So that would be fucking awesome. So maybe a quick little hello tomorrow, but then the next live stream, I will put on my full suit and we will do a full suit stream. Let's fucking go. Okay, you guys are going to see my new linen suit. It's going to be nice. Haley says, Mabruk to the couple. Thanks so much, Haley. Very much appreciate you. Choki's been a member for 10 months. Says, take care. Thank you, Anthony. Well, thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you for being a member for 10 months. That's fucking crazy. Very much appreciate you. Haley, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm excited for the... And Haley, look at Haley using Arabic words like it's her first language now. Mabruk. She understands what like all these curse words mean. That's impressive. That's very impressive. Yeah, we're going to mock Hassan with my suit, folks. I'm going to become the new Hassan Piker with my suits. Thank you guys so much for all the support. Very much appreciate you guys. I will see you guys later. I'm going to send you guys, once I'm in the full suit, I will send you guys a picture, okay? Maybe on Discord or something. So if you guys want to see me in a suit, join the Discord. I will share a photo with everyone and I will tag everyone so that you guys can see it, okay? Because I don't think you guys have ever seen me in a suit. So it's going to happen. To everybody who was here today, thank you so much for watching. To everybody who contributed, thank you so much. You guys make a massive difference on the show. Genuinely, you guys are the best. Let me see how many members. We've got 20 members today. We got 20, more. Like 23 new members. 20. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got 5 new memberships today. That's fucking nuts, dude. 25 memberships. Guys, bless you. Love you guys. I got to go get ready. I will see you next time. And as always. Oh, wait, not yet. And as always.
Do not worry.